Oh yeah, I unchecked autoskip, don't worry. Studying for AP psychology test coming up in a week. Oh, it's Morigocho Radio. Good wake up routine. Oh, I know I always have a good wake up routine. Oh yeah, I need to actually pay attention because all of this is very important. There's a raffle at the windmill. On 1,000 accident-free days. Okay, my chat needs to take a little bit of a improvement. There we go. That's pretty impressive. Do you mean Elsie's insanity? Because Elsie isn't insane. Impossible is already out in 2.5 weeks. I totally forgot about that. But yep, I'm gonna be there. Left a lot of loose ends. I have to tidy up her case later. I should to prosecute the prosecutor. She didn't even do this by herself. Well, she had better get that out of her system. That won't be acceptable in subcon. That's where the real test begins. Training her in the mountains. How dramatic. Oh well, it's about time. But to face me anyways. I've been waiting a long time. I should probably report this to the police then. That wasn't there a minute ago. Damn. Pink and purple blood. What is this? Danganronpa? I mean, is it actually Danganronpa? I don't know. Did you actually expect me not to make a Danganronpa blood joke? You must have known this would be coming. XX. It's the year of perfect Falcos and Foxes. Duking it out. No, it's been 1 month since Hat Kid's last trial. It was odd to Hat Kid how bulky Kid could just suddenly disappear for a month. She tried contacting her many times, still no luck. She asked Mustache Girl to look as well, but nothing. Nothing until today, the 15th of April. Looks like Alfred's working. That's good. Incoming transmission. Hat Kid. I was broken. Hi. How's it hanging? Hey, you're an attorney, right? I think you can come help me out here. Huh? Wait, Book, where have you been? You've been missing for over a month. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. It's not important right now. What is important is I need you down here at Alpine right now. Bye-bye. Oh, hey. Whoa, hey. That sure is broken. Well, Alpine, huh? I guess I'll head down there. Can I just say that I love this face? Wait, is this actually a stage now? Are we actually playing the game? Actually playing the game? Also, by the way, Elsie, I want to tell you that it makes me very proud that you didn't consider me as a tester for this game because you knew that it was very important to me that I would be able to go into this without any spoilers. And if I placed it, of course I would have spoilers. So thank you for protecting me from the spoilers. Hey, go to the TV. What? You actually changed stuff in here? But that would be work to actually change stuff in here, right? People don't do work. Oh, is it JoJo? Oh, it's Samurai Showdown! Neo Tokyo Steel Samurai! And you actually got the music for it as well. This is probably the best TV show ever created. The whole show is an amazing live-action tokusatsu show, where the super talented actors dress up in samurai costumes and do these highly choreographed fight scenes. The effects are really top of the line, state of the art. Production value is extraordinarily high for a children's TV show, which is why it's so popular even with adults. It's gotten into many different spin-offs that have all equally been well received, such as Neo Tokyo's Nickel Samurai, a sort of spiritual sequence, and Pretty Pink Princess, the Plume Punisher, which is an ongoing spin-off about he proceeds to self-geek about it for the next 5 minutes. By the way, I could totally do that for 5 minutes, but I got a show to do. And then there's like this moment where these two guys meet up like sword fighting and they keep trying to unsheath their swords, but they keep preventing each other, and then I wish Boki was here to nerd out with me. I wish anyone was here to nerd out with me. There's no one fucking here. There's absolutely no one fucking here, dude. But to be fair, I would not like to stream together with someone else, like in the room. How fucking weird would that be when you're streaming to an audience and there's someone else in the room with you? That just don't sit right. Why do they have a flower on the head? Here I am, Alpine Skyline. Time to make my way to the windmill. AA. I was gonna have to talk to people. Welcome to the Alpine Skyline. What business do you have today? Alright, just visiting. Oh, you're in a town. I can't say there's much need for that. There hasn't been many crimes in a while. Alpine is a land of peace. You put an invisible ceiling. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Relax. Relax. It's just an invisible fucking ceiling. Oh, hello, Hat Kid. Welcome back to the beautiful Alpine Skyline. I mean, that's what I would say if it wasn't a bad time to be visiting. Huh? Bad time? Why is that? Well, technology here is kind of lacking due to the fact that our windmill is out of service. Restriction in a known open map. I know, right, You see, look, it's a map and one part of it is moving. No, oh, not one part of it is moving. Huh. It's really depressing. You can still see some, like, 10 FPS fire effects in there, interesting enough. Without the windmill running, there isn't any power getting to us. I can't even play Super Hat Kid Maker 2. I still haven't played Super Mario Maker 2 since it came out, because it came out exactly the same day as Shadowbringers, like Final Fantasy XIV expansion, and that game was so fucking good that I played it non-stop for like 1.5 months. That's how fucking good that was, even though I was done with the story after like a month and after a week, and I was like, damn, that was the best MMO story I've ever seen in my entire life. And I still played it for like 5 more weeks after that, and to be honest, at the end of that, I was like, now everyone else has already played Mario Maker for over 1.5 months, and I kind of lost motivation. I mean, I'm gonna play it at some point, right? But there was no worse day for Super Mario Maker 2 to come out at any point ever. Is there anything else I can do? Perhaps. None of us down here really know what's happening. It just suddenly stopped. The other police are investigating something, but I thought it was an accident. Jeez. I hope I don't have to write reports. Oh, that reminds me, your friend was looking for you. Oh, that was still that. I thought it was... No, whatever. Well, kid. Yes, he's investigating right now. After all, he's a prosecutor, so she's allowed investigating rights. Wait, prosecutor? Bokid is a prosecutor? Yeah, she solved tons of problems here before. She's really quite helpful at sorting out the local accidents. And she caused herself. Haha. Accidents? What kind? Yes, the accidents. We've had tons of really unsavory deaths around here. Only for a sudden mood killer. I'm not trying to actually make the voice acting good. I'm trying to get through the text, Purple Dragon. Dude. If I was actually trying to voice act this, I would take like 3 times as long. And we've got a lot of text. Like, we've got so much text that if I actually put effort into this, we'd still be here tomorrow. Actually, we'll probably still be here tomorrow because it's like only 1 more hour and then it's already tomorrow for me. So, yeah. We've had people trip and fall off the mountains, and people eating expired food, and people getting caught on fire, people getting super sick. It's kind of grim. This must be part of the Cadavra curse. Eh? The what? What? You've never heard of the Cadavra curse? It's only one of our biggest urban legends. Well, I'll tell you about it some other time. I'm pretty sure Bokeh wants you at the windmill. I would, but the police aren't letting me in. Oh, that's strange. You're an attorney, are you not? Yeah, I heard about your case with the Mafia. I don't think we've met. What? We met during the illness, remember? When the poison flowers filled the skyline, remember? I was there helping you out with that. It's me, Police Mayika. Why, Elsie? Why? Police, my what? Well, I know, Meta, that's not important. But anyways, Bokeh gave me something just for this occasion. Here, it's an affidavit signed by Bokeh. Wow. With her being chief prosecutor here, she can give anyone the right to investigate. Isn't it amazing that I actually went and talked to this person, which was only possible with the invisible ceiling. If there was no invisible ceiling, I probably would have run off somewhere completely different. Whatever. It's a letter by Bokeh giving you permission to investigate. How do you say that? I can't see why she'd want an attorney to come investigate. Well, I guess if you're not defeating anyone, then there's no harm. One more thing. I don't know how long you'll be up there. Make sure you have a sweater with you. You don't have one at night, you may end up freezing to death. Ha! Oh, we actually got a fluffy goat coat. Is that one with real fur? It's a very fluffy coat made from goat hair, obtained through shearing. The goat is unharmed. Ah, okay. Okay, good to hear, good to hear. Now then, would you tell me what's happened when you get back? I really hope nobody got hurt. Well, I mean, if we just got to this planet, then there's no way they will ever suspect us, right? As a potential murderer, right? This is an Alpine well. This is one of many wells across the entire skyline. This is how we get our water. It's connected to a spring somewhere. Yeah, it must be, right? It's not. If this was a floating island, then I would be called bullshit, but you know. Hey there, buddy. Can we get an autograph from the great Alan Freebird, radio superstar? Ah. Oh, you're an attorney. I see. Here to investigate that windmill accident? Without power running to the skyline. Radio signals are down. My wonderful radio show, Sky High Radio, can't go live right now. It really clips my wings, you know. But we figure it out. The skyline needs my savory voice to wake him up each morning. This is Alan Freebird, signing off. How far can I go from here? Oh, it's already invisible ceiling. Oh no. Hello, no. How are you today, Hankin? There's a raffle today. Oh, the windmill is closed right now, so I can't check if I want no more. Absolutely disgusting what I just read. That was absolutely disgusting. Because they didn't say goodbye. How dare they? Hey! Sorry for shouting at him. I can't actually shout because it's, like I said, it's late at night. They're not coming this way. This way leads to the windmill, but there's been an accident. So the windmill's off limits. Oh, what is that? It's an whatever those things are, signed by the chief prosecutor. Wait until I see the packing cat vacuums. They were amazing, though. Are you ready to go to the windmill? Yeah. Okay, let's go. And I just disappear. 20XX, April 15th, 11:02 a.m. Yikes! Having trouble remembering when was the War of 1812? Can't help with that. You might have to Google that. Oh, look who it is. Hey there, Hat Kid. How's it hanging? Don't you how's it hanging, meatball kid? What's going on here? Why is there a dead body here? Why is it flat like a fucking pancake? There's been a terrible accident. Terrible. Why are all these people sailors? I need police, not sailors. Not only has someone fallen to their death, but the windmill has stopped functioning. Well, that's the thing, but I don't think this was any accident. No, an accident implies nobody's to blame. Nobody had any ill intent. Dagger! No, this is 100% a murder, a homicide, a slaughter. You know, whatever words you want to use. An unalivening happened here. A murder? I can't do it right now, can I? Murder? But Chief! Yeah, someone pushed him off. Someone made him plummet to his doom. And the one who did it is me. With Hat Kid! Nanny! Murder, and Hatkit is the culprit. Unthinkable. By the way, I know I'm gonna spout a lot of dumb memes and some stuff, but I mean, this is me playing Ace Attorney Head in Time. Head in Time Ace Attorney. How would I get through this without not making any dumb jokes, you know? It has to happen. It's part of the experience. Okay? I'm gonna play some other custom maps later, but for now, I have to do this. The chief says it is so it must be true. Lots of dumb memes on this map. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, but Hatkit... Said everyone, Hatkit may seem like a model citizen, but I know her better than anyone else. Hatkit is 100% the type that would kill someone. Now if you'll allow me, I'll explain my reasoning. Just imagine that Hatkit was on 3 health, and she knew that someone would drop a health pun. Would she not kill that person? Of course she would. This is bad. I don't know what she has up her sleeve, but there's no one around to help. I'm completely alone. I need some peace and tranquility. And next you'll say, but Bokit, I haven't gathered evidence yet, and I'm completely alone. But Bokit, Huh? Nutty? I was hoping you'd say the whole thing, but whatever. Hattie, don't you know? You don't need evidence to disprove someone. And if you can't lead a defense team by yourself, if you can't hold your own without any assistance, then you shouldn't even be an attorney. She's right. I need to defend myself. I'm not always gonna have a helper. But I've never done this before. Okay, calm down, Hatkit. Imagine the place as a courtroom. Think about all the attorneys I see in the courtroom. I should be able to replicate them as well from the courtroom. You had best be prepared. I'm gonna hit you with a testimony of perfection. Only a fool would dare challenge it. Are you the foolish fool who will struggle? I actually fucking hate this. I'm gonna lie, I actually hate that part of her. What was her name again? It's been a really long time since I've played Ace Attorney, and I was hoping to forget about her, to be honest, because she's by far my least favorite character out of the entire fucking series. Anyway, was her name Francisca or something? I don't fucking know. Francisca won something. The one with the whip. That's literally all you need to know. Oh my god, is that Ace Attorney 5 or 6? I don't know. Oh, 6 wasn't it? 6, yeah. So if you weren't aware, yesterday, all the ziplines were closed at around 8 PM. They were reopened at 10 AM today and promptly blocked off after the dead body was discovered. No one could take the ziplines, not even without permission. They were completely disconnected. There were eyewitness reports from police officers and from witnesses. They saw you take the zipline down here at 7 PM yesterday, 1 hour before they closed. No witnesses saw you return until the next morning at 10 AM exactly, right when the scene was found and then quickly blocked off. Now then, if you were there until the workers arrived from the upper residences, then you stayed at this windmill overnight. You stayed here waiting for them to return, and you left via spaceship after pushing the victim, Mr. Wang, to his death. Admit it, you did it, Hatkit. So that's the testimony. Well, Bokin, you safely say that I'm not the culprit, and I'm going to prove you wrong. Is that so, Hattie? Good to hear. But do you even know how to do a cross-examination? Yes, I do. It's going to pack if you start up a tutorial sequence. Ha ha ha. As if. You should definitely Elsie know how to cross-examine by now. Oh no, I'm a typo. Do I get something for finding typos? If you don't, then why are you here? Right. No one caught that. Well, there you go. Or like, it's actually way better if you read stuff out loud, because if you read stuff out loud, you find typos a lot easier. All I gotta do is press and present. Now I'll be doing more pressing for this. Prepare, Bokid. I'll prove you wrong. It's not at all a perfect testimony. Can I just make a guess? I didn't have a sweater. I don't actually know if there's something to be when a pirate is, but I assume since I have a sweater, I'm just gonna be like, well, I would have frozen to death overnight without a sweater. I didn't have a sweater until I was given one, and maybe the other people who saw me can attest to that. I don't know. Is that so? So Hattie's gonna be the foolish fool of this case? Very well, then have at you! Throws the fucking glass away. Unless I can have like my ship log or whatever. So we were underway yesterday. All the lines were closed around us. I'm just gonna press all of them because that's what you do. Every single one of them? Why is that? Well, you know, wind speeds at night reach very unsafe levels. They have to be closed as part of a safety procedure. Are they really that dangerous? Yep, 100%. Very dangerous. I'll tell you more about it later. No one could take the zip lines, not even without permission. They're completely disconnected. Hey! Not even without permission. How do you mean? I'm gonna lay low on the voices because it actually is hurting my throat a little bit. Well, let's say we temporarily closed them off to keep people out. The zip line is still active. You're just technically not allowed to use it. I see. If someone wanted to use it anyways, however, they could still use it without permission. Isn't that exactly what you just said? But that was not the case here. The zip lines were physically shut down. They weren't active at all, so even if you disobeyed the rules, then you still couldn't take it because it was physically shut down. Why is it repeating everything? What? No, it just repeated the same line like multiple times, right? The only way someone could get across would be to fly or climb the zip line's inactive rope. But nobody would have the strength to do so for the entire zip line's 1.5 mile length. I see. Nobody, huh? Anyways, there were eyewitness reports from police officers and from witnesses that saw you take the zip line down here at 7 PM yesterday, 1 hour before they closed. Yes, 2.4 kilometers. The only thing that matters, really. But I didn't do that. I know I didn't. Well, if that's the case, then why did they say they saw you? I don't know, but seriously, it wasn't. It's gonna be like a Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog scenario where they think that Sonic is actually Shadow and the other way around, because apparently all the police and all over across the world are so racist against fairy tale animals that they can't even distinguish between completely blue and completely black. I don't know, man. I mean, it kind of looks like this right here as well, but, you know, then you best prove it. No witnesses saw you return until next morning, right when the scene was found and then quickly blocked off. Nobody saw me return because I didn't go in the first place. Nobody saw you because you left your spaceship. No, it's not true. I'll prove it. You know, you can't just say it isn't true and expect me to go, okay, I believe you. I hope there was a reference to Pancake. I hope that was a reference to Pancake. You must prove it. We're there until the workers arrive from the upper residences. It was damn. Wait, so the workers don't take the zipline to get to the windmill. Indeed, that is the case. They live in the houses and mountains above the windmill. You will of course go investigate this later, right? Of course. But Bulkhead, you're accusing me, and you're gonna ask me if I'm gonna investigate something? That's because she believes in you, dude. Hypothetically speaking, if you find a hole in his testimony, it's just a simple hypothetical. Ergo, not actually true unless it's proven as such. He's a prosy. I don't even think the grammar is right. What a poser. And you stayed at this windmill overnight. By the way, don't think you can ever make a reference to anything and actually sneak it past me. It's not gonna happen. You stayed there waiting for them to return, then you left with the crowd after pushing the victim, Mr. One, to his death. Overnight? I stayed overnight, you said? Yep. You bested the cold weather thanks to that coat you had. Haha. You mean the goat coat? Yep. Then when the first worker showed up, you pushed him off, sending him to his doom. Admit it, you did it, Hat Kid. That's true, actually. I wonder, you know, where would we go? Where would we go in a game like this if we just didn't go with our gut instincts? Especially when it was a gut instinct that we had from the very beginning. Because if our gut instinct is wrong, then, you know, we're just wrong, right? But we should at least try it. Zing! Hold it right there, Bulkhead! Okay, I get the same feeling when I play Ace Attorney. when I start a cross-examination and I already have a good idea of exactly where I'm gonna go and exactly what I'm gonna do. And it feels really good when it actually is the case. And you know, I said it out loud, so you knew exactly that I was thinking exactly about that. Yeah, what of it? Well, Bo-Kid, that's actually impossible! Aw, yeah. Impossible, huh? Why is that? Do tell. Earlier today, I met with the Chief of Police, Police Mayek. Oh, God. He gave me a gift, as well as the thing. Yeah, I remember, alright, the affidavit you mean. Yeah, I actually know how to pronounce that. I gave him that to get you over here. Well, here's the deal, Bo-Kid. That citizen gave me not only the permission slip, but also this, a fluffy goat coat. Made from real fur, but it was sheared, so they're still fine. And do you know why he gave me this? Just in case I had to stay here overnight, because at night, the Alpines become freezing cold. So cold that you freeze to death without any warmth. See the problem? So you actually made use of worthless evidence in a time of need. Good job, Hattie. Well, with that out of the way, how about we get investigating? Wait, what? What do you mean? What, did you actually think I thought you were the culprit? Affidavit. Oh, I see. I barely had anything to convict you with. No, silly Hattie. I was just testing you to make sure you could defend yourself all alone. Relying on other people is a no-no here. With that out of the way, we can get started on finding the true killer. By the way, Elsie, I know you recently posted in your Discord that you were smashing, and I wanted to smash as well, because I would love to smash you, but it was like 5 a.m. It was like 5 a.m. over here, and I was like, do I want to play some Smash at 5 a.m.? I'm not quite sure if I want to do that. And I had to decide against it. But if you're smashing again in the near future, and it's not quite that late, then maybe I would be playing some Smash as well. Oh my god, you totally caught up on it. But you accused me of murder. What if I hadn't done anything to prove that? Then you would have been convicted. Oh god, I love amazing prosecutors like that. You would have gone down to the court and been executed. Oh god, that. But it didn't happen, that's what matters. The end justified the means, Hattie. Okay, this is always something that irked me. Does that mean that pretty much every single person, or most people, I know not every single person, but most people that we actually convict in Ace Attorney get fucking executed? Because I know they always talk about getting executed, like, or they hint at it, but when you actually think about it, isn't that pretty fucking dark? Oh my pet Bo-Kid, what's wrong with you? You've changed, even your clothes have changed. You're darker now, as if you're more evil than before. It's just a dye, calm down, Hattie. I actually know which dye it is. It's the vampire dye, which is black and dark red, and it used to be my favorite dye for a long time. Or the crimson dye, I think it was called. I didn't really want to be a prosecutor, but hey, we can't always get what we want. Now then, you'll help solve this, right? Also, Elsie, I would definitely love to take you to dinner. All you have to do is book a flight to Germany. Yeah, I guess. Whatever, let's get started. That's the spirit. Everyone, get back to your spots and round up any witnesses. And then kill them. No. You see, Hattie, we have a different system in place here. We don't actually have a court. You could just use the windmill, actually. I mean, any house would actually do. In AA, it's implied the criminals go to jail. But isn't it? I thought it was implied that they actually get executed. We have a different system. Okay, we don't actually have a code. See, we like to wrap up investigations as fast as possible without any court proceedings. However, if need be, we'll send some defendants down to subcon court, down in subcon forest. It's mostly not needed, as the previous cases we had have all been mere accidents. Accidents? You've had a ton of accidents? I do recall hearing about that earlier. Why don't we get set up? Then I'll tell you the details of the crime. Some of them do, it depends though. Like in AA6, yeah. I guess I didn't want to talk about that part of the entire game too much, because they don't want to go out and say like, hey, if you prove your guy innocent, that's good, and if you convict someone else of the murder, they're dead. I guess they don't want to tell you that because it's supposed to be kind of also for kids. I mean, I know Ace Attorney isn't really the thing that kids play, but it's still supposed to be like not 18 plus, you know. Come here and I explain the details. Oh, what? I didn't actually want to come here. AA5 and 6 are M rated. Really? The other ones aren't, right? They're like teen rated. So it's a pretty big crime scene, much bigger than the average case. I imagine this is much bigger than anything you've investigated. If I remember correctly, you investigated an alleyway last time. Yeah, I guess, and also like a restaurant or something. Now even I have trouble with huge scenes, and I imagine you would too. So we're gonna segment areas off until you finish your investigation. That way you focus on one area at a time. I actually really liked it when they did that. So if we just let you go off, you get lost. I know it. I've watched you, Hadi. Don't deny it. What do you mean get lost? I just bump into invisible fucking ceilings. Anyway, let's start with the exterior of the windmill. Oh, and here's your evidence. You dropped it earlier. You know, if you still need it. With that out of the way, investigation should go as normal. 1 to 4 out of 10. I guess 3 models I would bump into an end. That might be the case, yeah. If you need help, come by and chat with me. And if you think you found everything, also come check with me. I'll open the next area. Whether or not you share with me is up to you, of course. I am a prosecutor, so I won't take offense if you wish to hide something from me. Funny, because I will find out. Oh yeah, and here, take this. It's the details of the crime, or what we know right now anyways. Please update it as you investigate. Yay, crime detail. Very detailed and complex write-up of all events. Readable during cross-examination or evidence overview. Investigations start. Oh my god, people, it's police make. Yeah, god. Sometimes I really feel like I want to pick your brain on how you actually come up with all this stuff. But I feel like the inside of your brain might be a really crazy place, and I might not be able to leave once I enter. They're flattened like a pancake, and there's strawberry milkshake all over the ground. Really? Oh, yeah, I did get the police was police, right? That's not what I was asking about, but okay. Strawberry milkshake, really? I should ask Bulkhead about this. Hey, Bulkhead, come here. So this is the victim. One of them, yeah. One of them. Yup, there's actually 7 victims in total. What, I accidentally skipped over that. Yep, 7 is quite a rampage. They all had something in common. They were all windmill workers. It was probably something... What do you mean, how do I mean? I talk a lot, so I don't know what you mean with how do you mean, because I just said like 20 sentences about the name. Oh, no, just the fact that you even use the police, right? Police. That makes my eyes roll. 7, Square Rampage, something in common, they are all written. Okay, here's my idea. It's completely crazy. Like, way too crazy. I mean, even too crazy for anything you've probably ever planned. Yeah, I know exactly that. That's exactly why it makes sense. Like, it makes sense to do names like this, but at the same time, I can't help but roll my eyes. I mean, I always roll my eyes as well when I get that in Ace Attorney. But yeah, so the reason why they were all windmill workers is, okay, listen to this, guys. They wanted to shut down the windmill so that they shut down the power, okay? And they wanted to shut down the power and also get all the police to investigate at the windmill so that the person who is the culprit wants to do an actual murder, I mean a different murder, an 8th murder, like maybe they want to murder their spouse or whatever at their home, and they've got this elaborate plan on how they can kill their spouse without anyone figuring it out. But they first need to get all the police to go somewhere else, so this is why they killed 7 people here, and they also need to cut the power for it to work, right? So the final case is gonna be that case where the police weren't there and the power was cut and someone died, okay? And it's gonna be like, oh no, the person who did this must have been the guy who did the one at the windmill because they wanted exactly this scenario, right? Or probably not, but even though that sounds ridiculously stupid, it's something that could happen in Ace Attorney. Like, this is totally something that could happen in Ace Attorney, even though it sounds so ridiculously stupid. Why would someone want to stop the windmill from working? Who knows? This victim is dead 1. The other one dead 2, dead 3. They appear to have fallen to their doom, whether on accident or from pushing. Make sure you write that down in the crime details I gave you. So he fell, huh? Why is there pink milkshake everywhere? Pink milkshake? No, it's blood. Blood, but it's pink? Al told me something. You mentioned that a while back there was an incident involving a ton of poison flowers. Typo, yeah. You're right. I remember those. I stopped them from poisoning the entire skyline. Al should be police. Oh, I was wondering if that was a character we haven't met yet, but I guess that's a typo then. Yep, those one, but turns out with the exposure they had some side effects, nothing major. Just blood coloring differently. Oh. I suppose this makes crime scene less graphic though. Ha ha ha. Why would being pink make it less graphic? Pink equals not blood red, therefore totally not violent. I guess. Companies were updated to include the death of dead one. His name didn't have a pun in it at first. So his name at first was Al? Because that's not even something I can pronounce correctly. Also, by the way, here's something interesting. I've never actually gone to the left side of the windmill ever in my entire life. I literally never went over there. I literally never went over here, ever. I don't even know if there is anything over here in Haddon Time. Did anyone else ever go over there? This might be an area that has never been seen before to any person who's ever played this game, because no one goes to the left side of windmill. You put this here. Okay, that explains that. But there must have been something here before, right? Like, something must have been left side of windmill, because I've certainly never gone to left side of windmill. Greetings, Hatkit. Nothing to report right now. Oh, cool. I've got that one done. I knew something was up. This sucks. Hey, Hatkit. Do you remember me now? It's me, Police. You know? Police Maker. Still know who I are? Ah, drat. I was hoping you'd remember by now. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. I also got some evidence for you. I logged the times of the zip lines. This report should give you detailed information on the status of zip lines during this whole debacle. I'll add to your crime details. The turning wheels are there. I still don't quite remember what it actually looked like, because like I said, I've never actually looked at it. Crime details, we're up. That's another typo. What do I get for finding two typos? Crime details were updated to include a report of the zip lines. It can be read during cross-examination or during evidence overview. I'm gonna totally keep track of that. Combined with all of the other typos I found in all of the other Ace Attorney games that you've made and all the other like errors I found in general, you owe me something. I don't know what, but you definitely owe me something, dude. This crack is very suspicious. For a second, I thought the crack he actually meant like drugs, but okay. I don't have the agility to jump in and back out though. Huh, that's new. Is it? Is it actually new? Eh? What have we here? You can tell with the fence. Well, why are you wall jumping? I'm doing that because I was talking and I was doing random stuff while I'm talking. What have we here? It's a paper stuck on this branch. It appears to be a missing person report for the windmill. It says that since last night, someone named Mi Sing Six. Oh god. Went missing. Last known location, windmill residential area. That may come in handy later on. Better take it with me. What if Hackett just couldn't get out there? And it was just dead? Yeah, I know there was something over there in the area, but I want to talk to these guys. Hey there, bud. So you're investigating this crime then? Guess I better tell you what I have. It ain't too much. My radio show was scheduled today. It didn't end up happening though due to a sudden windmill power outage since it broke. We will get a few things done since the power didn't instantly go out. Here's a write-up of the radio schedule. Yeah, I totally just... That's definitely correct layering. A schedule of the radio programming for Sky High Radio. You can read the full schedule, and I have a tinnitus in my ear. That's better. Okay, nothing here. Looks like some cut rope. I wonder what it means. I should check the rest of the rope here. We all know that if you're having like elaborate death traps to kill someone, there's always rope involved somewhere, and it's always left over. Some rope was cut here. I wonder what this is about. I should check the rest of the rope here. Didn't I just do that? Didn't it give me exactly the same thing over there? Oh, whatever. Rope. This rope was cut along with the others. I should check the rest of the rope here. How often can you say this? Rope cut. How mysterious. Let's check the rest of the rope here. Come on! How much rope can I check? All this rope previously connected to all this machinery, which isn't running right now. I should ask Bokit about this. Vroop. Vroop. Oh, how interesting this mechanism is. The foundation to the entire windmill. Foundation? How so? See, this machine is what keeps everything running and connected. If this machine breaks, which it has, then the entire windmill ceases functioning and will quickly start having pieces break. isn't that kind of unsafe if you can just cut one piece of rope and the entire windmill breaks? Maybe even permanently? Don't tell Osha about this. This rope didn't snap. This is a clean cut. Done with some sort of scissors or knife, either or. Or a saw blade. Was it conductor? Or DJ grooves? Huh. Part of that giant scheme to take out the entire staff at once. I see. Let's take note of this, Hattie. Yes, blah 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 blah. This looks like there's nothing here. Okay. Much green. What is the windmill actually doing, like in actual Hatting time? Did they actually give like an in-universe thing for what it does? Well, not that it matters. Was that flickering? What? No, they didn't. Why are those? Do you see those flag thingies here? They're flickering in and out of existence. Oh, that's another error I found. Like, I don't know what you're gonna need to do to make it up to me, but at this point, you owe me a lot, dude. I don't know why I keep saying dude, but you know. Oh god, that's graphic. Oh shit. Yep, they were squished. That's what it looks like. I should ask Bulkhead with details on this. Hey, Bulkhead, come here. So, what's the deal with this? Which victim is this? It's like one of the wicked windmill blocks fell from its ropes onto his head. Quite grisly. Can you tell me who it is? Given this body shape, I believe it's deceased 7. Okay, so we have 1, 6, and 7 already. Was every victim in this case numbered? I mean, a windmill staff case member, what? Yep, that isn't this case. Ergo, this is... Stop saying ergo, please. Too many big works for you, Hattie. Crime details updates to include the death of DC7, as well as a dictionary entry for what ergo actually means. Hello, miss. Get help getting higher up. I can help you, meow. Just bounce you on my head and I'll get you up, meow. Hope that is good enough for you. Is that a turd? Is that a turd right there? Some cake on the ground? It sounds really bad though. I think it's rotten. Is this what killed the person? Maybe don't leave cake along dues. Then again, it could also be poison. Someone poisoned this guy. No, that wouldn't be it. Unless... Expired food. Next to Five. How the... I don't even know this guy's name yet. Oh, I don't know. That's some break right there. This appears to be a body. What killed him though? Perhaps I should have Bulkhead about this one. Hey, Bulkhead, come here. Yep, this man is named Expired 5. This is definitely dead from eating expired or poisoned cake. How can you tell? I can't, but I know this one for sure. Very good reason. And that would be... Would you like to know? I would like to know. Would you? Yeah, what I'm getting is you don't have any proof. Well, of course I do. Listen, a foolish fool such as yourself, Hattie, would not understand. Performed an autopsy on him and found that it was, in fact, dead from eating the cake. Maybe. Why you like this? Just find the fucking crime details. We'll do Bowie. Oh no, that's not my name. There. Invisible ceiling, really? No, it wasn't invisible ceiling. What did I bump into? I bumped into something. What? Ah, whatever. I swear I bumped into something. I don't know what it was though. Okay then. Go here first. Hello, Ed. Your chief has asked me to block the area until everything's provided. Punch outs for the inconvenience. Same this guy probably. Yep. Nothing around here. Okay. Well, I guess it's time. I think we're done with this area, so I think it's time for victory dance. Oh yeah. I assume it's also synced up with the BPM of this track, of course. You might find them useful. Raffle tickets, 1 slot. Various raffle tickets held by various victims. Full description accessible during cross-examination or evidence overview. Now then, I do believe you found everything in this area. Yay! Before we move on, we of course need to do an overview of all our evidence. Everyone gather around, this section is done. Now then, before we progress any further, we should of course perform an evidence overview. I assume you've done this before, but in case you haven't, I'm going to give you a chance to look over everything we've collected thus far. Do you wanna, or are you good? I guess it can't hurt. What did that just do? Okay, we have the fluffy... I'm not gonna read into this, but we have that, we have the crime details, we have the raffle tickets, missing person report. Which one was that one for? Oh yes, 6 is still missing, I guess. The 7 ropes expired food scavenger schedule. What does this say? 8 AM. Morning, 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 on radio. 10 AM raffle winner announcement. 12 PM cooking show cancelled. 12 PM is 2 hours after 10 AM, right? I don't like the double 12-hour schedule. Can't we just all use military time like a lot of countries in the world already do? Germany does. But yeah, that is 12 PM is just 2 hours after 10 AM. Okay. Yeah. The cooking show was cancelled. Did Cooking Cat get killed too? Was Cooking Cat the murderer? American time, yeah. It's not just America that does it. 2 PM, The Roost live performance cancelled. 5 PM, Yakuza Metro event announcement cancelled. 6 PM, dinner show cancelled. 10 PM, nighttime show and announcement cancelled. Jesus, everything was cancelled. What was the last thing again? The raffle winner announcements. And we also had the morning show. Done. Scout there's 3 workers, and we know there's 7. We just have to find them. Actually, it might be 4. Did you find some evidence that shows where the 4th victim is? What is the other thing that I found? Wait, I can't go back. What do you mean I can't go back? What do you mean I can't go back? Elsie! What are you doing? I can't go back. I just need to present something now. And I'm gonna take damage for it probably. I'm firing back 12 playtests. You should have used me. Refer to yourself as an attorney, an ace attorney. Elsie is an ace fool. That was the wrong one. Okay. Check out this paper I found. Oh, Mr. Seeks. He has been missing since last night. Interesting. Given Connie's disappearance, it's not likely that he was pushed off the mountain into the pit below. So until evidence proof otherwise, let's try his down staff as falling. You owe me so much now, actually. Well then, do you know who did it, Hattie? Well, no I don't. Well, it would be obvious if you're paying attention. The true culprit is Alan Freebird. You did it. We're gonna have to defend him right now, aren't we? Wow, lady, are you crazy? Nay, not crazy at all. In fact, I have proof that even the most foolish of fools will grasp. I guess the boat kid is rapid firing accusation, hoping for them to all be proven wrong, so the true killer can be found. That's how she's playing, that's so be it. I'll just have to keep proving her wrong. Let me hear a test my boat kid. Surely it isn't. Cringe. It's cringe to say something is cringe, hat kid. What, cringe? No, you're cringe, just you wait. I'm going to give another testimony of perfection. To be continued. Act 2, first rebuttal is now available to play. Oh yeah. You said it took a long time to load. Didn't really took a long time to load for me at all. I kind of... okay. Disclaimer, it's one as soon as you've played case 1 and 2. Oh yeah. I totally did. So first rebuttal, right? Good. Twiddle tweet. I love that sound. Okay, I don't know if I've asked this yet, but I hope you've all been having a great day out there today. Yeah, that's it. Hope you're having a great day. I'll tell you later, you're crazy. You think I could have done it? I would not have done such a thing, therefore I should not be the killer. Dig. There are many shouldn'ts, couldn'ts, or wouldn'ts in life, Mr. Freebird. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Okay, no, we just said, Bokit, you're wrong. Or should I say, Miss Wrong Kid? Whoa, hey, that was cringe. You're the wrong one. I'm proving my testimony. You know, naturally, testimony of perfection. One and only fool can foolishly challenge foolishly. I will break your pecking kneecaps if you say that one more time. Damn. That's what you said last time. I said Nickel Samurai is a better show than Steel Samurai. It's totally wrong. Imagine liking Nickel Samurai. Of course, but enough of bad taste. Let me begin my testimony. Since I can't evolve backwards to speak your language of foolishness, allow me to keep this as brief as possible. If you aren't aware, Mr. Freebird's radio station is hosted in the residential area of the windmill, all the way up there next to the rest of the windmill workers. Really, that's interesting. He, of course, is the only one aside from the workers who had easy access to the windmill, and therefore easy access to the crime scene before the murder. Around 10 AM, he could have went down to the windmill with Mr. One and then pushed him off. His motive? The raffle tickets, obviously. He was gonna kill them for the raffle money. Mr. One's ticket was the key to winning big. Yep, it's that simple. It actually does sound pretty simple, but I'm just gonna press everything. I already have an idea, which is that at 10 AM, the raffle announcement happened. So, at that point he was still alive. So he would have announced that he won and then killed him, which would have been bad. Which wouldn't have made any sense, so he would have had to kill him before then. So it wasn't at 10 AM. That's at least my idea right now, but I'm not quite sure if I misremember something. Your suggestion is that Alan Rickman, no, Alan Freebird did it because he was in a position to do so, and because Mr. One was a raffle winner. Mr. Freebird, please answer honestly. Were you in a position to attack? One that could be used as a way to reach Mr. One. That sounds weird. Perhaps? Well, yes, I was. But that don't make me a killer, you dig? Oh, but of course. Oh, I like the shifted camera. Being in the right place at the wrong time does not a killer make, not as being in the wrong place at the right time making an innocent. Ergo, the fool must prove that this was not the case. Peace. Feel free, Hattie. Oh, I should. A perfect testimony does not a correct person make. Claiming to speak of the high statue does not make a fool into anything more than a fool. All it does is amplify the fool's own foolishness. Seriously, can't take this. I'm at my pecking limit. I know, it's so cringe. Let's go. If you're unaware, Mr. Freebird's hold this restaurant. I'm just gonna press all of this because that's just what you do. Also, I get more of the amazing dialogue. And if I didn't just press everything, then we would get less dialogue, right? It is indeed quite unfortunate that he would be put in such a scenario. Then it's my job to protect him. Not yet, it isn't. Yet you do so anyways. You, of course, is the only one, aside from the workers, who had easy access to the windmill and therefore easy access to the crime scene before the murder. He's really the only one? Of course the only one. There wasn't anyone else who could have been at the scene. No exactly had access to the scene during a crime. No one else could access it until after the body was discovered. Did she know exactly who it was? Because it was her. Ha. Via process of elimination, we can narrow it down to Mr. Freebird. I see, that's a fair assessment. Of course it is. It's a testimony of perfection. Around 10 AM, he could have went down to the windmill with Mr. One and then pushed him off. I think this is the one, by the way. We present the schedule. 10 AM, huh? You really think so? Yep, it's exactly what I think. I see, but wasn't Alan doing a radio show at that time? Just because he was announcing ticket winners does not mean he couldn't have left. For all we know, he could have recorded himself and played that instead. What? What? Okay, I guess you could do that. Also, no guarantee that he didn't just announce them as he committed the crime. Wait, no, he wouldn't walk through the windmill and kill someone while announcing, and the winner is Mr. One. Push. What? Many possibilities, all of them leading to him being guilty. Now allow me to continue. And his motive? The raffle tickets, obviously. He was gonna kill them for the raffle money. Mr. One's ticket was the key to winning big. By the way, I didn't examine the ticket more closely. I don't know if it was a winning ticket, but I guess it was a winning ticket from him. The raffle ticket's prize money was that huge? It was indeed. It was quite a hefty sum of money. It was nothing to scoff at. It weighed in around 20,000 pounds. I have 33,000 on me right now. 20,000. Of course, there were 3 prizes. Third place received 5,000, second received 10,000. I think I still actually have more than that entire prize pool combined. If you just happen to get all 3 winning tickets, you would receive all 3 prizes. Sounds finicky. It was almost a perfect setup for a murder. It's like someone wanted a murder to happen. Yep, it's that simple. Hey, it's not that simple. I do. Well, it's not that simple. Right. We need to present evidence to back that up. I'm getting to that part. Of course, take your time. Obviously, isn't too unreasonable. I could see why she would think it was Alan. But no, for a fact he didn't do it. I can prove. The question is, which evidence did I present? I could... Can I look for my stuff again? Whoops, I didn't mean to press that. Whoops, I didn't mean to press that either. Ayy. Okay, can I just look at my stuff again? Attorney's badge. What does that thing say? Quite a few others on the bodies of the victims. 1 had a raffle ticket in the body, the number is 0152. 5 had a raffle ticket in the pocket, the number is 1455. This number is the 3rd place winning number. 7 had a raffle ticket in the pocket, the number is 3112. This is the 2nd place winning number. Wait, it didn't say that 1 had the winning ticket, right? So, that was not the winning... so, 1 didn't have the winning ticket. He didn't have any winning ticket at all. Where do we present that? I pressed B, apparently it also does it, actually. Mr. One's ticket was the key to winning big. He did not have a winning ticket. I've got a winning ticket. Raffle tickets. Oh, it doesn't say that 1 had a winning ticket, so I'm gonna present this because there was no reason to kill 1. He didn't have a winning ticket. I'm gonna eat a cookie. I'm gonna eat a chocolate cookie and stuff it right in my mouth. That's gonna be very delicious, by the way. Wait a second.
Argument.
That's not how you write that. Typo! What a typo. Due to the extremely high value, right? Yeah. What's the issue? Yeah, that's not how you write it. No, you don't. That first E isn't there. That first E isn't there. There's no E. What's the issue? The issue is pretty simple. It's invalid for one reason. The raffle ticket on Mr. One wasn't even 3rd place. It was a failing number. So how could this be a motive to kill him? If anything, he would have more reason to kill 5 and 7, not Mr. One. Wait, is it actually a failing number? No way! Chief, got something wrong? That's a genuine mistake. Chief, are you feeling... Alright, by the way, another error. I can still see the blue markers up there on the top left. They're still there, they didn't disappear. It's a regional thing? There's no way that's a regional thing. If I type that into Google, it says this is a misspelling of argument. So, I don't think so. Actually, it's in the Urban Dictionary. The Urban Dictionary says... What does it say? Argument is argument spelled by a wannabe who thinks he's Mr. Slick when he's actually a slimmy skank who skipped his school to sell coochie eyes. That's not me speaking, by the way. That wasn't me speaking. That was Urban Dictionary. That was Urban Dictionary. Why is there an Urban Dictionary exactly for that? I don't know. Prejudices are useless, by the way. Damn right. Did Chief got something wrong? Okay. Surely Chief was paying attention, right? Or is she really slipping? Shush, quiet, all of you. Even the greatest minds, I can still see the blue stuff up there, can sometimes slip up. There's one way we can show we are still but people. We still have souls. Well, depending on when I played this map, I might actually not have a soul, because of Subcon. Well, all those things is true for me. Well, listen, Hat Kid. Just because I slipped up doesn't render my argument invalid. It's gonna keep happening, right? One of those things is true. What do you mean? And how is it still valid then? That's very anime. Don't worry about my lack of soul for now. We'll talk about that later. Lack of a soul? I said we would talk about it later. Now then, just because you got fucking snatched, didn't you? I may have slipped up, but I can recover from this. Yes, I appear to have made a mistake and thinking that one's ticket was a winning ticket. That's on me. But Hattie, I'm not done testifying. Not done? You're going to testify again? If only there was a better word. I'm just pressing a second argument. I'm not a witness or anything. But yes, a second testimony for the lack of a better term. Oh, pack, here we go again. He cut them in such a way, such that he would end up killing 7. And then, of course, he was the one to poison 5. Then we plan to return to the scene later to claim the tickets. It's as simple as that, Hattie. Freebird came down to rig the windmill at 10:30 AM, right when the zip lines were opened. That's cleared up, no? Can I just throw something into the ring? If this was like the final case of an actual Ace Attorney game, what I would imagine could happen is that sometime during the investigation, you somehow uncover that all the different, let's say there's like 5 different murders, and you actually figure out that 5 murders happened in the same hour, but by 5 different people. That it actually happened by 5 different people, that every single person was murdered by someone else, and no one knew about the other one. Like, just a pure coincidence. 5 people got murdered in the same hour and the same location by 5 different people, and no one knew about it. And then the finale happens, and then the finale is that it still actually was one person who killed all 5 of them somehow. That he somehow managed to, even though 5 people thought, oh god, I killed someone. Like, let's say, for example, a guy pushes someone off to their death, and he goes, oh no, I killed someone, I pushed him to the death. This real murderer still manages to have killed that person somehow, to all 5 of them. He was actually the real murderer in all 5 of those cases, even though there were like 5 different people trying to get their own kill. Like, that sounds absolutely incredibly dumb and absolutely impossible, which is exactly why I think that an Ace Attorney game could pull that off. To actually do something that stupid. And I would love it. If that was actually the case, I would love it. What's testimony, huh? Well, it's not one bit of a perfect testimony. I hope you're ready for me to counter it yet again. What do you think about that, Elsie? Does that mean there would be 5 updated autopsy reports? Even it would be 5 updated autopsy reports multiple times. Like, isn't that something that a real Ace Attorney game could pull off? I would love to see. One day I will make my own Ace Attorney game, and it's gonna be balls to the walls bonkers. It's not one bit of a perfect testimony. I hope you're ready for me to counter it yet again. Wow, counter it again? No way in heck. My testimony is one of perfection, like the last 2. Listen, you safe spamming fraud of an attorney. I never spaced it, actually. If there's something wrong with your testimony, then say it. Why so agitated, bro, kid? Could it be that you don't actually believe in your testimony? Oh, that's a better question. Is there a reason you rapid-fire accusations? My motivations are complex. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Hattie, I couldn't expect you to understand. Try me. Why don't you prove me wrong first? It's my job to accuse people, and it's your job to prove me wrong. If you can't do it, then it means I'm right. Get back into a smug facade. But I don't think that's how it works. Don't you know the saying, Hattie? History is written by the victors. I actually know a few victors, who people call victor, myself actually. The winner is righteous and the loser is the evil one. In the end, it doesn't matter who is right or what the truth is. The truth is irrelevant, and the victors decide what the truth is. Maybe I should rename myself to Victor as well, so I get to decide what the truth is. For Peck's sake, she's such an Edelgard edgelord. Is this what being a prosecutor makes you into? Okay, Bokid. Let's play it by your rules. The victor decides what the truth is. The loser is the evil one. In that case, victory will be on the side of the truth. Very good, show me the so-called truth then. Prove me wrong. Become the victor of truth. Oh my god, this sounds so cheesy. It's straight out of Ace Attorney. This is a bit overdramatic. Okay, maybe Alan didn't kill Mr. 1. That doesn't mean he didn't kill other victims. I see. Right. That's weird. Yes, I was getting to it. He cut them in such a way, at such a time, that would end up killing 7. And then, of course, he was the one to poison 5. Just want to make sure. What we analyze later, we're not entirely sure if it's poison or not. It could have just tasted really badly. It could have just been horribly expired. Then we plan to return to the simulator to claim the tickets. Hattie Freebird came out reading women at 10:30 AM, right when the zip lines were opened. That was at 10 AM though. Tickets were quite important. He didn't come out earlier. Nope, he couldn't. All zip lines weren't functioning until 10 AM, of course. He couldn't kill 5 and 7 if he came at 10 AM. So he would have had to wait a bit, so I'm estimating around 30 minutes. Yeah, so you waited for them at the windmill, apparently. Unsure how 1 died. We figured out the important thing was that he came down to 10:30 AM. And I'm definitely not repeating that time exactly because it's the weak point, right? According to our investigation, the other victims came down before the second shutdown. I suppose this guy and 1 was the only one who was there at the time. Really? Oh, I see. So it actually does make sense. Hey! That was that an empty? Was that empty? Empty text box? It does make more sense. Still something off. Oh, I see K on it. Anyway, let me check. Was it empty text box? I couldn't tell. Let me see what I have again. I'll go through details. 1 minute, victim 7 total. The entire windmill team was killed in what seemed to be accidents. No casualties. Dead 1, expired 5, deceased 7. 1 died from a very high fall. 5 ate expired food and died of food poisoning. 7 was crushed by a large windmill block. All zip lines were terminated yesterday, 7 PM and it was 10 AM. Probably after a body was discovered, those zip lines were closed and probably after the block by police surveillance. Someone could use them without permission. Wait, what? I forgot that B button also does A on this one. So then you got them right. It was ... I see. Okay, so this is one of those cases where I'm not actually quite sure exactly what this means, because I thought that apparently this crime details mean that after 10 a.m. no one who wasn't authorized could use the zip lines, which means that going there at 10:30 a.m. wouldn't be possible, right? But I might have just read into this the wrong way. Yeah. I was gonna say that. It's blocked. Okay, had it. That isn't right. You can't call Mr. Freeboy a killer because I have definitive proof. Definitive proof. Another typo. I hope someone's keeping count how many errors and typos I'm finding. Definitive proof that there is no possible way it could have been him. Definitive? Yes, she knows how to say that word. Oh shit, here we go. That's right, book it. 100% genuine proof. What is it now? Jump down, and prosecutors should stay calm at all times, right? Yeah. Now then, you stated that he came down at 10:30 a.m. to rig the windmill, causing a chain reaction. That's your claim. But if he really was indeed a killer, this would be impossible. I could just cannot say words just Bobby all the time. Ah, that's fine. Why so? Because that would mean that he arrived either very shortly before the witness closed or entirely after. It is 100% possible to get past police, impossible to get past police and take the windmill without them noticing. So it only leaves them arriving before the shutdown, right? Oh, I get it. Yep, if you were to have been there before the shutdown, then he could not leave the scene without getting caught. It would be impossible. Is that Ace Attorney 1 corner theme? I think this is Ace Attorney 1 corner theme, right? Yeah, I think so. It would be impossible. The police would have caught him in that way. AA6 corner? How did I mess those up? Ah, fuck. In my defense, I haven't played an Ace Attorney game in like 2 or 3 years, okay? The police would have caught him that way, okay. And the entry points were knocked by the police, haven't they, Mayaka? Oh, right. We were logging who entered and left. No one could have entered without going through me. And yeah, 311 never left or entered until much later. In fact, I actually saw him all the way back at the central mountain. Come on, are you serious? This is not my day. So then, Bo, how could Mr. Freewood possibly be the killer if he had no way to escape? By the way, I hope that somewhere at some point you have Ace Attorney Investigations 2 corner theme. I think it's called Wanting to Know the Truth or Wanting to Find the Truth, because that is the best corner theme out of all of them at me. But listen, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. I know, I can't be cringe. No, I'm wrong. Oh, she's so totally cringe, dude. Bokit Failure from Hatkit's definitive proof. Oh god. We didn't mean to do that. Okay, by the way, guys, very important, stay hydrated. I didn't mean to make her faint, holy shit. The police got her some juice boxes. Oh, okay, then why not? Why juice boxes? She needs health points. Start setting up for the second investigation as more information was needed. To be continued in Act 3, second investigation. Everyone just hears them talking baby talk. Durr. Better yet, if everyone hears them talking like Banjo-Kazooie talk, like that would be amazing. Just means you didn't get whacked with a bat or something. But I mean, if you do faint from something like that, it must have done some damage, right? As you might not have noticed, but you can't take damage anymore. Yeah, I guess I guess I wouldn't notice that anyway because I'm always correct. I don't imagine I'm ever not being correct. Oh man, that's funny. Hey Hattie, get over here. Okay, we open up the windmill, we can explore it now. After we investigate this, we're gonna check out the residential area. You know the drill, come talk to me when you find everything. Hey, but why are you so insistent on Alan Freebird? Oh, Hattie, silly you. I was only pretending to be a total idiot so that you wouldn't find out, the truth. It worked, didn't it? Always right in the end. Right, pretending to be stupid, okay. I'm just pretending to be a retard. Game overs were more of a hindrance when you can't save scum. That's true. Oh god, there's cat in there. More stuff around here. Oh yeah, more cut ropes, I think. Wait, what? Why can Hatkit do push-ups when I'm talking to someone? Don't mind me, Mr. Police Officer. I'm just doing push-ups because it's very important to stay healthy, even when you're talking to someone. Hatkit, I have a report. It appears that due to windmill's accident, all transportation methods have become non-operational. That's a main game thing too? I never knew about that. Don't worry, though, we've rented these cat robots to assist in navigation. Be careful with them, though. Okay, we'll get mad if you break them. I'm gonna break them. Hello, miss. I'm here to give you a lot of help, please. I'll help you where you need to go. This looks dangerous. I done it through the floor. I fucking did it through the floor. Oh man, Elsie, you can't make any game that I can't break. It's impossible. It's impossible. Oh man, I'm just too fucking good at this shit. Checking the corners as well, very important. Checking all the corners even though there's nothing there. Imagine actually designing anything that I can't break. This does look different, doesn't it? What? Can you not water on that? What? Is it actually? This is the main thing. This is the main game thing already, isn't it? That you can't water on any of this because it's like moving objects, and you can't do that to moving objects, right? Oh, you can do it on here. There we go. Oh, anymore. To make them vulnerable. I mean, it's fine. I mean, that's not the intended way anyway. You wouldn't want people to sequence break, right? We can't talk to this guy. We can talk to this guy again. Hello, miss. Okay, it seems like there's just nothing down here in terms of evidence unless I missed something. Well, we can always see. Yeah, but speedrun. Oh, who would ever speedrun something like this? Oh, PC. There's a monitor here. It appears to be security camera footage. Talk to people outside later, maybe. It's footage of this morning. A very loud bang can be heard. Man, these people need to bang quieter. Along with goat grunting. Before being startled by a body dropping from the air, with a scream accompanying the fall, it then suddenly breaks into a sneezing fit. So, wait a second. What? A bang, a goat grunting, and then being startled by a body dropping from the air with a scream, then suddenly breaks into a sneezing fit. What it says it breaks into a sneezing fit. The goat. Why would what? Okay, never mind. Okay, just get upset by wall running. I guess so. Something incriminating here, but it is security camera footage, so I should definitely take that with me. Yeah, it sounds weird though. Where's that supposed to go then instead? If I was down here. So you're not gonna go up there, right? You could go over here. Oh, I see what you were meant to do. I'm gonna go the way that you were meant to do, just to affirm that there is actually an intended solution to this. Which is this. This is what you're supposed to do. Oh, one more hand war. Hello, miss. I'm giving you lots and lots of help, please. I'm when you need to go. Hey. Oh, I'd hate to deal with that kind of headache. Jeez. Hat Kid, you can't make jokes about dead people. What kind of person are you? I wonder which victim this is. I'd better call Bo Kid. He's already there. I saw him before I disappeared. Hey, Bo, who's this? Someone with a real splitting headache, huh? You can't make jokes about dead people, guys. You can't do that. Can you tell me who it is? Sorry, it seems like it's Lifeless 4. Ha, Lifeless 4. His ID is on his body, so that's an easy one. His ID? Why weren't you reading the IDs of the other victims? Oh, you know that all of them have IDs, just this one. I don't even know the other victims then. Oh, I asked the police. Police told me the details of the windmill workers. Don't worry, I know for sure who is who. Oh, you know, they can't take offense, they're dead. But your rules, you can't do that. I wonder if that's gonna be an important detail. What if? Okay, hear me out. This is so incredibly stupid. This is also something that I could see a mainline Ace Attorney game do. What if at the very end it turns out that all of the corpses are actually the same person and someone is faking evidence that suggests they're different people, but they're all the same person and they're actually moving the body from one scene to the other while the police goes from one to the other, right? So if you go, so for example, I'm in here right now. When I walk outside, someone is moving the body from in here to outside, off screen. That would be amazing. Wouldn't that be amazing? I would love to see that. I would love that in a fucking Ace Attorney game. Oh man. Wouldn't that be the most amazing plot twist in all of Ace Attorney if that was actually a thing? Hey, A7, please. Hello, I'm stuck in the hay, but help me. I actually can't. He's stuck but still works. Oh man, I'm gonna write my own Ace Attorney game someday. I'm just gonna do cases that are like short, but have some of the most ridiculously stupid solutions that you could even think of. Oh god. Did he get crushed? He's gonna... Seems like he has a bellyache, right? Oh god, you guys, you can't do that. What the heck? How did he get up there? His head's caught in the fan. Jeez, is this one of the victims of Better Call Bo Kid? Okay, who's this unfortunate soul? Ah, these clothes and this face. I'm sure this is Uraisid-do. Uraisid-do? Uraisid. Oh, you're iced. You're iced too. I see. Gee, these names are hard to pronounce. Oh, erased. I mean, you're iced also actually kind of works. That's interesting. Oh, not at all. Let's just say it could be both, and that's intended, because it's such a cool name. And that's totally intended that you could read it in two ways that both make sense. Oh, no, not at all. It's just a different dialect. Don't be rude, Hattie. Right. So how'd this guy die then? Oh, toads. Well, this guy seems to have died from the fan. Mr. Do was a fan cleaner. He would clean out the fans to make sure there was nothing preventing them from running smoothly. The way his head looks right now, without any external damage, I say that. He was cleaning the fan and suddenly, with the windmill going out of whack, the fan turned back and moved at rapid speeds, spinning Mr. Do around so quickly that he had deadly brain damage. It was like his brain was scrambled. That's not graphic at all. Crime details up on the Erased 2. Or Erased 2. Did you have to be so violent and graphic? Jeez. That guy too! What did you have against goats? Why did it warp me down here? Elsie, what are you doing? That's another fucking error. By the way, I'm only acting like I'm getting angry at you. Of course I could never actually get angry at you. And I know I don't say this enough, but I fell off during the cutscene. I couldn't even fall off during all of this. Like, how would I fall off at that angle? Anyway, like I said, I'm only acting like I'm angry, but in reality, I need to say something, and that is, thank you so much, Elsie, for actually putting in so much effort and making all of these maps. You're a great asset to this community. Thank you so much. I feel like that needed to be said, because I don't think people say that often enough. Like, how would I fall down exactly on that spot? If I jump like this. Ah, whatever. But what do you have against goats? I had neck pains before, but this is unreasonable. They could be better without the errors though. Yeah, but we can always fix the errors. That's the thing. We can always fix the errors. But nothing ever gets done if no one actually ever sets out to create amazing maps. And this is an amazing map. Jesus, is this one of your victims? I'd better call Bokid. Yeah, you can patch them. So, but who's this one? How'd they die? Seems this guy got a neck massage. His neck is quite stiff. Bo, stop. Yeah, now it's too bad, right? Earlier, when the guy was getting crushed to death, it was like, oh, he has a headache, haha, right, he has a headache. And now it's like, oh, this guy needs a neck massage. Like, oh, now you're going too far. You can't joke about dead people. This guy, based on his clothing, is probably extinct tree. That's the longest one so far. Okay, you take this a little more seriously. Sorry. I can't help it. Anyways, Mr. Tree was involved with cleaning the gears, a very dangerous job as you can plainly see. Somehow managed to fall between the two of them, and he had his neck snapped from the force between the gears. Jesus. Isn't that a bit too graphic? Also, I can't go higher. Because you were supposed to go up here and you fenced it off. No, fence, you put a ceiling on it. Okay, now we still need to talk to people outside. Whee! This just get great when you're so limited. I know, and you did a great job. I said leave me alone. Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. I'm a bit tired. I've been here all morning. It's really irritating me. You could say that you're nomad, bro. Like nomad. See. Oh no! What? You didn't do that. Oh come on. That joke was great. That was a great joke. Come on. No one's a comic nowadays. I assume there's nothing new here, right? One time I was walking home and I tripped. It hurt a lot. Then I got back up though. Then I tripped again. Then my face was first in the mud. You could say that I've been through quite a lot of few trials and tribulations. Oh god. It means I can have to report that now. Okay. Cease. That was a good one. You broke the map by double jumping and escaping the recovery volume. I should make sure not to do that or even try that because I could probably break everything. I really managed to move the chief wrong in all my years with the police. I haven't seen anything like it. Yes, basic logic is amazing, isn't it? The book hasn't been prosecuting for that long. Yeah, you're right. Still, she hasn't really been proven wrong before. Everything just takes what she said. Everyone just takes what she says as fact. She had quite the violent reaction. She's good now? I don't know if there was a word missing there. Is she good now? She's good now? Oh, whatever. I think they're making a second volume. That sounds good. Yeah, she was fine after we got her some juice boxes. Then she calmed down. Juice boxes are nice, yeah. I had juice boxes when I was playing Dance Mat. You were never around for Dance Mat, Elsie. How do you know how to bake cookies? Well, we'll need that if you do that again. But yeah, to reiterate what I said earlier, Elsie, in case it kind of got lost in the jokes, if you do want to play Smash again in the near future, do remind me as well, because I would love to Smash. And I think I found everything unless I actually missed something on the floor down here, but it didn't seem like it. I think I got everything had it. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go over this. So, what do we know? I know we didn't get too much information from the inside besides how the victim died. But there is something peculiar we know for sure. Something particular we know for sure. This is definitely the names. We already knew that, but... I mean, the names were the important part, wasn't it? Similarities, how so? What do all the 7 victims have in common? They're all idiots. I mean, in theory... What if it turns out that they're really all just complete and total idiots who just happened to accidentally kill themselves, right? I mean, it would work. Even with the rope cutting, you could say he was trying to do some he tried to trim the rope because it was fraying and he accidentally cut it. Like, in theory, you could say they're all just fucking idiots. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with the all windmill workers. The all windmill workers, as such, they all died in windmill-related accidents. It's only be an interesting conclusion, yeah, but it wouldn't be Ace Attorney. But you and I both know they were totally not accidents. However, it's really hard to find proof of this stuff. This is a pretty tight-knit case. If Freebird wasn't the one who killed them, we're out of suspect, aren't we? By the way, is Freebird a reference to Freebird games? Because I hope it is. There isn't anyone else that we can accuse, is there? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it! We also need to visit the ship, Hattie. I don't think that's the answer. No, Illuminati. Oh, come on. No, Illuminati. Oh, come on. No, Illuminati. Okay, the fifth one, definitely. Okay, now I went. I don't know what that is. What is? Wait, what? The windmill workers. A bulkhead. We could definitely totally do that, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it! Come on, hey, just because I accuse you doesn't mean you can accuse me too, rude. I could totally do that! You know, I could totally do that. Oh, Freebird Games, you don't know what that is. What did they... didn't they make To the Moon and such games? Yep. They made To the Moon, Finding Paradise, A Bird Story, and a bunch of other games that I've played, but no one else has. And they're led by Khan Argao, who is currently working together with a really big animation studio. He didn't say which one, but it's probably something like A1 Pictures or something like that. Or even bigger. Who are the ones who made, like... Who are the ones who... What animation studio did Your Name? Like Kimi no Nawa. Who made Your Name? Because whoever that studio is might actually be the one who is involved. And they're gonna make a To the Moon animated movie at some point. And he said the budget is apparently bigger than Your Name. Which, I don't know, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, so To the Moon is apparently gonna get it. And he announced that like 2 years ago. I don't know what's up with that, but we'll see. Oh, a windmill worker? Yeah, we've already established one thing. The murder took place here before the police arrived. Happened in rapid succession. It was a carefully choreographed event. What's your point? Well, think about it. That's really hard to set up. Not just anybody could orchestrate this event. They need in-depth knowledge of the windmill. And who's the only one who could have had this knowledge and be able to come down the windmill? Is any windmill worker even still alive? Are we gonna find out that the person who killed all the windmill workers was the guy who fell down the cliff and died that way? And so the one guy killed all the other ones and then accidentally died themselves? Because that would be amazing. And they'd be able to come on the windmill. Someone who worked at it, of course. That does make sense, yeah, but they're all dead. They're really all dead. They're all dead, and who's the killer? Pokid! I don't even work here, Peckneck. Why are you... Missing 6, yeah. Mr. 6? Yeah, Mr. 6, he's the only one without an alibi. Everyone else's alibi is, well, being dead. Unless one of them isn't actually dead. Maybe the person who ate the poisoned cake isn't actually dead. We aren't 100% sure if he's even really dead, since he's just missing and has been for a while. I see. That could be it. Otherwise, these would just be accidents. This could mean... Cadavra. What? This is another incident from the Cadavra curse. Not so subtly named after cadaver, but okay. It's been a while, but I know he's been taking victims. He will be brought to justice. Why is there a comma? He will, comma, be brought to justice. Whatever. The Alpine serial killer passing all of the murderous office accidents. It's the work of Abracadabra. Wait, if I'm gonna say this out loud, am I gonna accidentally kill someone? I don't know. Or a month ago, a magician named Abracadabra committed a grave crime against Alpine. He killed an entire radio crew, oh god, in what was disguised as a magic trick. He unleashed poison flowers to the entire crew live on radio, and it spread to the entire skyline. Oh god. I know, I was rather thinking of Abracadabra, but yeah, I know that Abracadabra makes sense as well. You're familiar with this, right? I'm sure you were around when it happened. This event was referred to as the illness. Are you retconning Hat in Time, by the way? The man who did it was captured by police Maika. or current head of police. He was sent down to Subcon Forest. The man, Abuda, insisted he was innocent, that he wasn't a magician who killed the radio show hosts. You are what? In his dying breath, he cast a curse on the entire skyline, that there would continue to cause accidents. That is not a sentence. That there would continue to cause accidents. That would continue to be accidents. Perpetually without end. That is until the true cadaver was caught. From that point, many accidents. Am I not up to like 8 like combined errors and typos? Maybe even 9. From that point, many accidents happened, with quite a few dead. So many cases being closed instantly because they were deemed to be accidents. But I know the truth. I'm sure he's out there somewhere, and the person I sent to the subcon was a scapegoat. This is our chance to capture him and send him to his doom. Cadaver curse. A detailed write-up can be read during cross-examination or evidence overview. Maika, let us set up for investigating the residential area. Get that goat too. Goat. Yeah. We're gonna take a goat to get up to the residential area. It's the easiest way to do it right now. Your goat? Yeah, these guys. They're totally not evil, even though they totally look like it. What, you got a problem with goats, Hattie? Not particularly, no, but isn't there a better way to do it? The quickest way up without starting the ziplines up again. Don't worry, they don't bite. You say so. Achoo! Oh, bless you, Mr. Goat. Look, Hattie, I'm a bird. Caw, 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 caw. That's nice, Bo. This is a residential area. How is Bo even a person? It is indeed, Hattie. This is where all the windmill workers and Freebird live. It's a quick commute, but it can be quite annoying. You had best not be home late, or you won't be getting home at all. Anyways, let's commence our investigation. Fun fact, you can kill Bo-Kid here. Elsie, should I keep doing that? I'd recommend talking to her first. Okay. The goat is sort of scaring me. I think he's looking at me funny. I bet he wants to eat my hand. Don't. Okay. Can I do it after talking to her? We're making a lot of progress here, but there has to be something, right? Well, let's keep searching. It's got to be something around here somewhere. But anyways, what's up? Hamburger. I say you want one or... Oh, come on. I was unable to talk about... Yeah, that's what I assumed. But I mean, if I've finished talking to her, that's not a problem, right? Time to report right now. I wish this dang investigation would end already so I can go back to home. They're keeping me here as a witness, but I didn't see anything. I wonder if I can get an autograph here. Ah, that's so cool. Check this place out. Does it actually say? Did it actually say Alan Freebird on the plaque? Yeah, I assumed he was an actual player, but that's still amazing. That sucks. There really wasn't anything of note. Guess I'll check a different house then. Did it actually? It actually does say Alan Freebird right there. What the fuck? Look at camera. I guess it's good they had surveillance going. Seems that this camera's missing a tape. Someone remove it, throw it out. Where could it be? Where could it be, huh? In here. No. I mean, if someone... I assume now that it's not gonna... Okay, for a second I thought, could we just go back in the house and look specifically for the tape? But no. Yeah, true. Hey, Hatkit, don't worry about this house. We have it under control. Okay, uncounts for me. We got this one. So many investigators, don't worry about this one. Personally, I would look at Flint Freebird. I could be a suspect too. I've already done that. I'm gonna look at all the houses anyway. Wait, when it's my apprentice? When? Oh, here comes the 10th error. When it is my apprentice is done. That's a typo. You can go look inside. Why isn't that me investigating? I should try to sneak in somehow. Why does this not work? Oh, this is a big pipe. Your debt to me is rising. It's a disposal pipe. I don't know if this leads me into Six's house. I wanted to find out. We're a lawyer crawling through shit. Okay, we're in. This seems to be a basement. The entrance kind of seems like a safety hazard. They should What the peck? Ah, I shouldn't speak out. I don't want Micah to hit me. Is he dead in here? Check it out. Investigation start. TV. Also play videotapes and find actually good and play them here. Let's look at this guy later. It's much of extra police hats. 2 police hats. 2. Where will these be here? Are they old? No, they can't be. They can't be old. It says Police Micah on the inside of them. What's going on here? Elsie! What is going on? Elsie! Wrong evidence! It's a dumpster. Is there anything in here? Ah, there's a tape in here. It seems to be one of the security cameras. TV with the tape player in here. Let's see. Put the tape into the player. The video seems to have been wiped, but the audio remains. Hey, Sev, I need you to do me a favor. Oh, what's up? Sorry, I was just fixing the security camera. So, make sure you bring your raffle ticket tomorrow. I hear the raffle prize is huge. Yeah, but I don't think I'll win. What's the point? Anyways, you'd be surprised. Okay, I guess I will. And also, can you check suspension block on the outside of the window? It seems kind of shaky. And I want you to try and repair the rope. Gotcha, will do. So I got that cake for Fi's birthday ready, but your ingredient choices I gave him was those flowers are poison, you know. Where'd you get them? Yeah, I can tell you, I prepare correctly. They work really well, Spice. Fi's favorite, trust me. Okay, if you say so, Seeks. Wait, let me have the security tape. Why, just give it here. Tape ends here. Yay. Okay, it's only a visual. Okay. Okay, I will actually go look at the guy now. He's dead for sure. Why is there a body in here? What isn't Micah telling me? He's telling me about to burst this cage wide open. Let's investigate the rest of the basement before looking any closer at this body. I thought it just did that. Oh, there's another one! Got seals of papers here. Let's see what they say. Looked into the effects of the subcon poison flowers and how they affect the goats during the illness. In my research on the goats from back when Kadabra unleashed a blight of poison flowers from the skyline, I looked back on the weird qualities those flowers have. They come from subcon forest, so one would have to deliberately bring the flowers back in order to do such a large attack. Mr. Seeks ended up asking me to bring some of them, only a few. Apparently only a few flowers won't actually set off the violent nature of the goats. They aren't deadly to be around. Only big clumps, like seen during the illness, will be deadly. Big clumps like that will set off the goats. Small amounts still seem to trigger them somewhat, but they have a sort of allergic reaction. A sneezing fit when near them. Oh! This is a sneezing fit, we know about that. This is odd because a goat pretty much never ever sneezes. That's the only letter. Prime details. Oh, I didn't mean to go back here. Still more? Is there anything in here? Ah, there's a tape in here. Seems one of the security cameras. Seems heavy, but it's no use to me. Okay. He's dead. Oh, there's no blood. I have to look at the body. Now let's see. They have somewhat controlled expression. That's been painful. What are these flowers? They're wilted. Wait. These flowers are subcon poison flowers. I'm sure of it. The inside of his shirt is coated with these flowers. Just like the report said, small amounts are harmless, but huge clumps are deadly. Really should be careful when touching his body. It's a biohazard. Looks like the flower's toxin has been absorbed into this guy's body, but I need to be careful. I don't know what it is like, but it looks like he has an ID. Is it 6? It's not possible it's this. No, it's Police Micah. Police Micah's death and ID were added to the crime details. You can view the cross-examination or evidence overview. That can't be. Police Micah is outside right now, unless this is it. I think I figured it out. Let's stop, think for a second, let's go over everything. Police Micah, is he actually dead? This is the key, the whole case. That's been under our nose the whole time. Is this a fucking brain deep dive? Thought round. It is! Oh my god. It's actually this music as well. I fucking love you, Elsie. Let's make this proof. If I think logically, I put all these pieces together, the answer will become clear. Who is this victim? Bam! That's right, this is indeed the actual Police Micah. But that's weird because we've been talking to Micah the entire time. Or have we? This Micah, who is outside? The real Micah. The omnipresent shapeshifter. I need to say this. I have to say it's the shapeshifter. As cool as that would be, I don't think that's it. It's the shapeshifter, dude. It's an imposter. This must be it. It has to be someone in a disguise. A really good disguise. So good at you full bullshit. And of course the next question is, who is the imposter? It's 6. Got it, that's it. It's him. He's right outside. It's missing 6. He's outside right this moment. So I was kind of right that 6 is the guy who did everything. But I mean, I would have let the guy just fall off a cliff and die, but I guess it's actually more interesting if he's still around, you know? Let's slow down here and think about it. What do we already know from this investigation? For example, who had access to the windmill? The windmill worker. Like I said, only a windmill worker would know what to do. And that has to be it. It has to be a windmill worker. For that question, there wasn't a zing when I got it right. But okay, next question is, which windmill worker has no alibi? Missing 6. It can't be anyone else. 6 is the one, so I count that as an error, by the way. And of course, the fake Micah is out there is 6. But how can we know for sure? He looked funny, flower on him. On his head he had a flower, not just any flower, it's a subcon poison flower. All you need to do is prove, all you need to prove is that, okay. And then the truth will become clear. And what is the truth? 6 is broken. 6 is the Illuminati. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. No, stay on topic. It's definitely Illuminati. My work with them is later. Oh, later. Missing 6 murdered the real Micah. Missing 6 murdered the winter workers. Missing 6 is outside. Missing 6 is Abracadabra. Time to prove the truth. The killer is outside. I'm going to use my evidence, and I prove him guilty. Micah, Ak. What? Hey, I didn't give a person to walk in there. How did you get there? Did you sneak out into the back? That's right, I snuck in while you weren't looking. Ha! That's my apprentice, where's T? Your apprentice? Wait, out of the way. Like, T, no way, everyone come quick. Hatkid has killed a police officer. Hatkid, why the fuck did you walk through the front door? Hatkid, why the fuck did you walk through the front door? Why didn't you just walk out the back fucking door? Are you serious? Why did you just not go out the back door and gather more evidence? He didn't know. He didn't know, Hatkid. He didn't know. Oh, God. It's okay. It's okay. We can deal with Hatkid being literally an idiot. Everyone, come quick. Hatkid has killed a police officer. What? No, I haven't. Hatsi, why were you sneaking into places? They had that under control. And then I come to see what you did. You killed one of the police officers. For what reason? Cadaver, you slippery snake. You mean slippery snake? You walked right up to him and told him that you know. Oh, come on. She's the killer. He's going to try the evidence. Jesus, Julia, arrest her. What's this part of your plan, girl? No, this definitely wasn't part of the plan because all you had to do was walk out the back entrance. Ah! To be continued. Act 4. Final battle is now available to play. So far, Elsie, I fucking love it. And I hope that the finale keeps up with it as well. But the reason I need to do something very quick, and it's bullying this Roomba. Okay, now I can go back. I hope the finale keeps up as well, but I have a good feeling. The finale is going to be fucking great. Okay, let's go. Final rebellion. Finale is the best part. Oh, yeah. Makes me sad that I can't actually do the :3 phase IRL. You like the art? The art is fucking great as well. Oh my god, thank you for the follow, Neko Katze. I bet you wanted me to sneak in. Why didn't I just walk out the back? I'm a fool. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying, Hadkid. Why didn't you just walk out the back, you idiot? Do I like one shot? Oh, I love one shot. I didn't play the original, like the actual one try one shot, but I played it, the Steam release, and I loved it. And that is Cerner, yeah. I actually played there was a mod as well. There was a one-shot mod for Hat in Time as well. I played that. It was pretty good. I think it only gave you like a... I think it gave you the light to walk around with, but it was interesting. Well, is it possible that my initial assertion was actually correct? Why else would you murder one of the police officers? What did I think about Vicious Circle? Vicious Circle? Huh. I've never heard of that. An uncooperative multiplayer shooter. Does it just mean you play against each other? I've never played that, and I've never even heard of it, interesting enough. So, I don't know. But I can tell you that I'm not a fan of shooters. That is a thing. I'm really not a fan of shooters. Unless it's like good shooters, like Doom 2016, or the old Dooms. I mean, I love the old Dooms. I love old. I'm actually a fan in general of like retro FPS games like Blood, you know, of Blood, like Hexen, or Doom, of course. A bit of Quake. Quake is actually not that great of a game, to be honest. Or what is it? Modern. There's like modern retro FPS games as well, like Dusk and Iron Maiden and Medieval. Those are fucking great, dude. Anyway, I didn't kill anyone. It's a setup. Micah is a fake and the real killer. Listen, Bokid, you may do the same tactic of rapid fire accusation, but you can't do that when you're currently the suspect. I really, really don't want you to be the killer. Seeing you sent to subcon would be so tragic, so please prove me wrong. Oh yeah, I will. Playing this whole crowd like a magician, forcing him to look exactly where he wants, away from the truth of the trick. But a trick is a trick. There's always a hidden truth behind every magic trick. And sorry guys, I'm crashing the magic show. Kada, I mean Maika, if you're so sure, and you don't want me to be proven guilty, how about you testify why you think so? I said Iron Maiden because in my heart, it's still Iron Maiden, okay? People are gonna say, oh no, it's Iron Fury because they had to rename it because of copyright from Iron Maiden, the band. But it's fucking Iron Maiden, okay? If you create a video game, what kind of video game would you make? Probably a 2D, or actually no, it would be a 3D jump and run game with Metroidvania elements. Like, I mean, it would have individual levels, but it would be more playing like a Metroidvania. Like, yeah, I would make a 3D Metroidvania jump and run game, and I will make that someday. That someday might be sooner than I think, because I know someone who is also interested in the similar idea, and maybe that's gonna happen. For a second, I believe in you for sure, but I'm just doing my job as a police officer. But here goes Hatkid, please prove me wrong. Oh yeah, I will. I'm going up against the legendary Hatkid defending herself. This is really quite exciting. If only it wasn't such an unfavorable situation, I would be overjoyed right now. Oh please, don't worry, you can revel in battle all you'd like, Maika. You have nothing to worry about, I'm not guilty. Oh, that's great, that means I can really enjoy this match between us. If you prove me wrong, then it's just a fun game. It's fun sort of chess of logic, right? We're not gonna actually play logic chess, right? Elsie, we're not gonna play logic chess right now, right? Right? Please. I mean, if you say no or yes, I'll be happy either way, okay? The truth will reveal itself, and whatever happens, happens. One of us is right and one of us is wrong. Isn't that so, Hatkid? Yep, I'll prove the truth, like a magic trick. Like a magic trick. Huh? Because as you pull it off Ace Attorney, let us begin our logic chess. No, yes, and no, wait, what? Because the thing about logic chess is, it's probably the worst Ace Attorney mechanic in any game, but at the same time, seeing it in Hat Time, would I say the worst mechanic in Hat Time? The worst mechanic in Ace Attorney. But at the same time, seeing it in Hat Time would be fucking amazing. So, yeah. The guy sent in there, he's dead now. You were looking in there without getting permission first, were you not? Nobody else was in there with you. Only you and Mr. D. Mr. D? Were in that house. The D is silent. That guy in the house, TBD. To be decided, eh? You just didn't know what name he was. You just wrote down, you had a sheet of paper and a whole bunch of names or characters, and you were like, what? This character's name? I don't know. It's TBD. I don't know yet. And then at the end, when you were like, okay, I need to name this character. Wait a second, TBD. I'm just gonna name him TBD. That's exactly it. Oh yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I can read you like an open book. Just has to be a logic test, I see. That guy in the house, TBD. That's the detective I sent into the house to investigate, and you killed him to cover up any evidence against you. If we go in right now, we'll find tons of evidence against you, accuse you of this murder, Hatkid. Not only that, but to accuse you of all the Whitman workers' deaths. It's clear the true Mr. Six isn't a Mr. after all. They're a Miss. And it's Miss Hatkid, or should I say, Miss did it. So then that's your testimony, is it? Calling it Swiss cheese would be putting it lightly. Ah, that's the Ace Attorney bluff. How effective. It's not bluffing. I mean, it is bluffing, but that's exactly what an Ace Attorney does. Oh, please, by all means, shoot holes in my testimony. If you can, that is. You put yourself in really hot water there, Hatkid. I just have to ask, why did you kill him? Why did you kill Mr. D? Mocha's right. I'm mostly bluffing. We always do that. But I have such an arsenal here. It's only a matter of time before I bust this thing wide open. Like I've already said it, I didn't kill Mr. D. For my next trick, I'll prove it. Yeah, this is fun. This really feels like a battle, doesn't it? Hit me with your best shot, kiddo. It's surprisingly chipper, you know, for someone accusing someone of murder. Let's see how you feel like it then. Oh, Hatkid, so extra. You can't just prove me wrong. You can't just prove that you're not the killer. You have to try and turn around and prove it's me instead. How theatrical. Theatrics are all I have. Yes, indeed. Theatrics of such a high degree that you shatter like a crystal ball. Oh, exciting, exciting. Take me down then. Show me who's the ace attorney. With pleasure. I love how after the testimony there's always like 10 minutes of just banter. But I love it. That's exactly what we have. I was only in there without permission because you had the place locked off. Why was that, Micah? Oh, calm down, would you? I was assigned by Bokit to that house. If you got in the way, the evidence could have been compromised. It's clear to me now we've made the right choice, seeing as you killed your way in there. An eighth murder isn't exactly something we planned for, but it was an extra set piece in our show. Oh, it's a show, is it? What kind of show? A magic show? That's my best user, by the way. Yeah, I noticed he looks a bit different. By the way, I love what you did with the cat. That it's backwards is actually perfect. A show that had a twist ending to it, one that ends with murder, and one that ends with you down in Subcon. Oh, of course I didn't want you to go down Subcon. No, don't misunderstand. I would never want that. Right, continue. That's my magic man. You're just leaving me to Cadavra, don't you? You think this is just a magic show that I'm orchestrating? That would be cool. However, this is simply not the case. I'm an arbiter of justice, you see. Okay. Don't you okay me, mirror? My fucking eyes. I saw those eyes. Nobody else was in there with you. Only you, Mr. D. It is a bit weird to call someone Mr. D, by the way. We're in that house. I suppose that's true, yeah. Yeah, it is true. Only you two were in there. How do you expect me to know? I would expect me to know how he died. Please tell me, great attorney. Oh, you could have gone in when I wasn't there. You could have gone in at any time. Anytime. Suppose you're right, but did I? Can anyone confirm that I did? Because without that, you can't accuse me that way. Oh, you're indeed right. Of course I am. Hit me with harder shots, kid. Do it. Because Subcon waits if you don't know right. The kind of house. TBD. He was a detective. You sent in the house investigated. Okay. TBD, huh? That's his name. I didn't catch it. He was dead before I could. Yes, because you killed him. I imagine you didn't have time to learn his name, you monster. Coming off a little more hostile here, don't you say it was a fun game? Of course, however, it only stays that way if you prove me that you are not the killer. Yet you have ceased to do that. You haven't proven anything just yet. Hurry up, will you? Anyways, we're gonna right now. We have tons of evidence. You won't find any such thing in here. If you go in there, your own guilt will be proven without a shadow of a doubt. You want me to do that so you can escape, isn't that right? I can see right through you. I wouldn't run. Yes, but that's a trap. You've turned with a crime scene, which is why I sent you. Which is why I say we send you down to Subcon. The truth will get shown there, just like the original Cadavra. If we throw you down there, the curse will be lifted. Fess up, Miss Cadavra. I refuse. Yeah, okay. Daga, Kotowaru. Okay. The two Mr. Six and blah and all. I'm not. That's what a killer would say. That's something I've heard before. Both have, actually. Please don't say Miss Did It ever again. Or what, you'd kill me too? How? Won't let it happen. No problem, no, times 20. Quite silent are we, Miss Did It. You find the perfect point to use my arsenal. I've got him on the ropes already. He just doesn't know it. I know he's the one. I know it, but where do I strike? Bum. What events do we have, by the way? What did all of this say again? Let me check. Wait a second. This is how the movie activity shots in the basement. They're all labeled police mic on the inside, along with the phrase "do not remove from police station storage." This could be it, but I'm not going to do it immediately. Okay, this is about the flowers. Nope. What does this thing say again? Yeah, hey Seth, what's up with these uniform regiment? This thing goes back to the first one. Okay. okay, this is the first security footage, right? From the other investigation. Why is that on page 1? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I think it's the police hats actually, but it might not be this one. Let me check again. That's such a weird statement. I wonder why he's even saying this. If we're going right now, we find tons of evidence to accuse you of this murder. Like, the reason why I find this interesting is because it hints that apparently they didn't even go inside. Like, one person said there's a dead guy in there and everyone just believes it. That's what that sounds like to me, by the way. I'm gonna do the police hats also on the reason that he didn't actually have a police hat himself. That guy did not have a police hat. The only police hats I found were the one with Mike on it. It's not right. Although, in my opinion, it should have also counted, to be honest. Because if that's a police guy, then he should have a police cap, right? Oh, whoops, what am I even on? Nobody, you and Mr. D. Oh, unless I need to do that here. But that wouldn't be right either, right? No, okay. I mean, just to double check, in theory my way of thinking isn't wrong, right? That I only found police caps of this guy and not a single police cap saying it's TBD. There's actually nothing in there that states it's TBD. But the thing is, how do you present the absence? Yeah, I thought it was this one, right. What was this one again? Oh, that's that. Wait a second. Should I just go on that? But that would be firing at him. No, that's not right. I don't know. I don't even know why I presented that because I didn't even believe in it myself. But yeah, no, just by the way, no, just as an idea. I know it's not what you decided to be right, but in theory, my idea with the police hats is not wrong in itself. Like in universe, this should also count, at least in my opinion. My dear stay click. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. But it's being Ace Attorney. Oh man, oh no. You perfectly captured the Ace Attorney essence of having found a logical hole, but the game just didn't think of it. But you have the right idea, but just too early. Oh no. I mean, this does mentions other people. It mentions Six and Seth. That was literally all I was thinking about. Only you and Mr. D. The security footage piece of evidence you have was updated. Really? What? And it didn't tell me? The crime, oh yeah, the crime details were updated. Oh, right. Yeah, it did tell, yeah, I just remember that it did tell me that the crime details were updated. Or had their head impacted lethally by a large pot fire. Someone's got first. Let's see, it's going missing by a similar fall of a mountain or something. Oh, I thought he was found in Six's basement and the ID belongs to Polly's Micah. Yeah, that he did have an ID, didn't he? Wait. Oh, whoops, I didn't... I'm on the wrong one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that! No, I'm accidentally pressing the button. I know it's the wrong statement. I know it is. Ah, you don't need to tell me, no! I'm accidentally pressing buttons I don't want to press. I'm accidentally pressing buttons. Don't let me press buttons. Is that the one? Yeah, yes, there we go. Jesus. Oh, yeah, here we go. I appreciate being called a serial killer over and over again. Keep doing that without much evidence. I appreciate if you're backed up. Of course, Cadaver, I have proof. My name is Police Micah. Won't you please shout about this cadaver business, or are you hoping to make enemies with me? I'm not making enemies because you already won. Well, go on then, speak your mind. Of course, it's what we've all been waiting for. Did you say the person in there was someone named TBD? Is that right? Yeah, what about it? You're gonna tell me it isn't him? Nice try. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The person in that house was not whoever the heck TBD person is. Like someone couldn't think of a real name, eh? In fact, I think you made that person up here, right? Isn't that right, Kadabra? You're talking a lot of trash for someone arranged to get thrown down the subcon. I have proof! Oh, really, you do? And what would that be? You're gonna pull a piece of evidence from under that hat without you even have a license? License? That's not how you write license. Is it? That's not how you write license, is it? Yeah, that's not how you write a license. So that's another one. To be a magician. Who said I need a license? Yeah, it's hypo again. I guess you just... whatever. When I have the truth. Frankly, I'm shocked you didn't notice. On the body, there was an ID card there. Do you know what that ID card said? Police Micah, that's what it said. And if that's Micah, then who are you? That was a what? Those fucking faces. Why so shocked, Cadaver? Something I expected happened, something you weren't anticipating, gonna cry about it. Shut up! How did I know you didn't place it there? How did I know you didn't fake it? You could have easily placed my ID there, stolen from the police station. Mike, I don't remember. All ID cards are one of a kind. You have to elect for a new one if it really does get lost. Even if you lose it, if you just misplace it, you'll be able to find it through tracking. This is told enough. This is told to you many times by the Alpine Police Department. The only way you wouldn't know that is if you weren't a police officer. Chief, you... What, feeling a bit betrayed here? If you're upset about something, say it, Cadaver. Oh, snap. Chief, you backstab. I mean, no, I'm not like... Be quiet. I'm the performer here. Don't steal my thunder. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Nobody's talking, Cadaver. They both could do something behind the scenes. It looked like he wants to snap at her, like he was betrayed, but that implies that they cooperate. Am I the one being set up? I knew I shouldn't have trusted anyone. Everyone always backstabs me one way or the other. Turns out I need to explain myself to reveal my true identity. Wait, really? Yeah, thanks to you, slimy attorney. My name is TBD. What? This is a dangerous life. A dangerous case. We knew from the start we would be dealing with the Cadaver. So we took extra precautions, me and my boss, Mayaka. He and I, we were gonna solve this case. However, he told me this might have happened. Wait, what? Where the true Cadaver would sneak in and kill him, trying to stop him from finding the truth. The person that you killed, Cadaver, the real Mayaka. Why didn't you kill me instead? My sole job was to protect his identity, to stop him from getting killed. So we swapped clothes, he took on each other's voices. I even took on his text box. See, I still have it on. He's fucking right. I'm TBD, Mayaka's apprentice. I was meant to protect him, yet he went and got himself killed, thanks to you, Abracadabra. Heck, I thought it was over. I thought I had him at the end of his rope. Guess it won't be so simple as Claudio. As a proper serial killer I'm dealing with, he's taken all these into considerations. Darn you, Cadaver, you won't get away that easily. Bring on your testimony, bring it all, I'll slice it to pieces, I'll prove you guilty, Abracadabra. There you go. That's some hefty value right there. It's true, I'm not actually Polly's America. The real one is inside. My name is TBD. I'm the apprentice of Maker. I was covering for him. He knew investigating. Is he gonna say they swapped hats and I'm just gonna present the hats? I was covering for him. He knew investigating this would be a dangerous job, clearly, as you killed him. I'm not letting up. You killed him, Hatkid, or should I say Mr. Six? He knew this would happen. That's why he gave me his hat. This one-of-a-kind hat. Look here, on the inside it says Police Maker. It wouldn't say that. It wouldn't say that if he didn't give me one. I don't have another way to say it. Can't I just press a button here that says present instantly? Come on. You poison, the flowers are in your hat, aren't they? That is a magician hat you're wearing. You also was a magician. Cadabra was. Oh no. I don't even have a hat. It's a mask, actually. I'm gonna take it down full force. Oh, you're gonna approach my testimony? Oh, you're, instead of running away, you're actually the fucking deal. Can you... I can't even tell you to stop because I fucking love it that you put the Dio meme. Oh god, you're approaching me. Oh, you're approaching me. I can't beat the shit out of you without approaching you. Oh god, I accidentally bumped my glasses and now they're smudged. I can't beat the peck out of your testimony without getting closer. Oh god. Actually, you totally can because you can just talk. That's something you can do at a distance. You know, you don't actually have to be right up in their face to do it. Just as a reminder. No, the thing about glasses is you wipe them and you wipe them and you try to clean them for like 10 minutes and then it's like, oh, that's still a smudge. Oh god. Come as close as you like. Can you stop with the reference? Throw as many pieces of evidence as you wish. It won't make a difference, Cadabra. I saw for like few frames, for like 5 frames, I saw the blue symbols up there. I think they're still up there actually. It's true, I'm actually Police Maker. The real one is inside. Do you think I'm just gonna go to the next statement because I don't want to waste too much of your time, of course, because I know you would rather maybe be doing something else instead. Next statement. Present. Extra police hats. Ba-ba-da-bum. Zing. Like I said, I don't want to hold you guys down too much because I know you'd rather be doing something else instead of just watching this, but we'll get there. Not so fast, Maker. Oh, what now? I've got a contradiction for you. One that's sure to blow over your socks right now. Oh, it sounds exciting. What is it? Oh, you just said that hat was a one of a kind, didn't you? I did. What of it? Well, if we look back at the basement, we'll find something very interesting. Multiple police hats, all with the name Police Maker. What? Why would those be there? I thought I got rid of the... What was that, Careless Be Up, Cadabra? Please tell us all. The crowd is watching. But Hatkid, you... What does it matter? So what if there were extra hat? Who cares? I want a police hat. Pack-necked. It came free with a packing job position. Sure, you may be asking. What does it matter that the extra hats were in there? All the proof is that the hat isn't one of a kind. But there's more. On the inside of the hat, there's a little disclaimer. Do not remove from police station. Now, if it says this, one or two things could be the case. Either Mr. Six was a police officer, therefore you could take spare hats as Maker, or 2, he stole them and started pretending to be Maker. Sure, stop, seize! You're wrong, that's you still don't know whether or not Six was a man or woman. Without knowing that, we can't be sure. We can't know for sure who the true killer is. It can only be one of 2 people, Maker, either you or me. But there's a certain piece of evidence that proves you wrong. Without a doubt, Mr. Six is a man. Why is that even important? And what would that be? Come on, show your hand. I'll call your bluff. Your hand consists not of a flush, but of a bust. I raise to you my soul. What a bet, Maker. I'll be prepared to lose that. If that's the case, I bet my soul. I've already sold it to Snatcher. I can't actually do that. Right here. Here's my hand. This right here, this tape. Should show you everything you need to see, Cadabra. This tape would prove the gender of the killer. Should I read over? I just said tape, so... Because that kid is not a man. Damn. This videotape has everything you need to see. Videotape, wait, that tape. Does it seem familiar to you? No, not at all. I've never seen a day in my entire life. This videotape doesn't have any video in it. It was wiped, but the audio remained. Take a listen here. The tape was listened to by everyone. So then, Kadara, that voice in the recording, does that sound even remotely female to you? It's not you, it's a male voice. Yeah! Bye-bye, sis! In addition, you straight up here, here, that's the wrong here! That's the wrong here! You fucking... Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's another typo. How many are we up to again? Like 12 or something at this point? Stating that he poisoned the cake that 5-8. It's you, you're the killer, take that, abracadabra. That can't be it, we still have evidence to pretend. So this is the end of the road for me. That's a nice box, by the way. The great Cadavra is no more. This is the end of the line for me. The end? Never. The Cadavra curse is never ending. Never, never, never. I've been ridiculed, I've been mocked, I've been taunted and harassed. All for my obsession with magic. Why is it so wrong being a magician? Nobody ever took it seriously. It's just fake magic, isn't it? No, you fools. You utter buffoons. You Neanderthals. You primates. No, mine is real magic. You fools. Think you can comprehend my magical prowess? You think you can behold the glory of my supernatural being? Yeah. Nice try, you filthy non-magicians. I hold dominion over this entire plane of existence. Don't make me laugh. Yes, 'tis I, the great and powerful Ouija, abracadabra, right here in front of my eyes. Scared? Confused? Good. Thou shalt burneth in thou shalt burneth in subcon for 1,000 years. Repeat filthy worm, feel mine ultimate and overwhelming presence. Thou wanted a performance, thou shalt get the best performance of thine pathetic lives. Whomstead would dare challenge me? I have a feeling I'm gonna count that as a typo. Just out of principle, okay? The heck, what's going on here? You've caught me, kid of hat. I'm the killer of 5. He was the key to ascending to godhood. Mine power is overflowing, cower of worms. It was going to be beginning of a new illness. I need a bigger bit text box. But yet you had to ruin my plan to start the second illness. I had planned to infect every single one of the windmill workers, sending the fumes of poison back into the Alpine. This is what they deserve for mocking me. But all this for being mocked, that's it? That's it, you sayeth! How could I sit back and watch? How could I sit back and allow myself to be ridiculed? They made fun of me! Me! The great and powerful abracadabra. So for that, they will all die. Their souls will be absorbed into mine own being. For each victim I take, for every accident the curse causes, I grow in strength, until one day I'll be a god. Is this still Ace Attorney, by the way? I have a feeling we stumbled into another game. But you irksome meddler, you came to the scene and killed all the hosts, so now my plan would not work. In doing so, you destroyed the windmill, you ruined everything. Wait, is he seriously still trying to blame me after all this? Ha 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 ha, I may have been exposed. But I won't go down alone. If I must burn a subcon, I'm taking you with me. That's right, Hatkid murdered 5 of the windmill workers in an attempt to stop a second illness. You had a noble cause, yet it was still murder, and you should be prosecuted for it. We die together, kid of hat. I have changed the voice like 10 times in there, but it's because my voice keeps dying. Oh no, he wants to accuse me of brother, but he just admitted to poisoning cake. He did it indirectly, even though I know he killed everyone. If any piece of evidence proves he was there. Wait, unless... Damn, you're wrong, I know you were there and I have proof. You seriously think you can bluff your way out of this one? My power is absolute, my power is maximum. Maximum power! It's not a bluff because I have a witness. Wait, what? That's right, you sideshow. There's somebody who saw the whole thing who can then testify to us. No, there isn't. I made sure there wasn't any. Actually, didn't he just kind of reveal himself because he just said, I made sure there wasn't any? So... Didn't he already reveal himself that he's killed all of them? Oh, whatever. I've got one, this guy. You can't be serious. Oh, my peck, you're serious. Foolish non-magic user. You think you can gain anything from a goat? Laughable, what a riot. Sure, you may have been there, but it's not like you can get to testify or anything. They're not just gonna tell you who did the crime. You really are a fool if you think that. We heard him sneeze before, by the way. I know that we heard him sneeze before at the end, in the middle of the second investigation. I've been called a fool quite a times, Kadabra, but that never stopped me. I kept going no matter how many times he called me a fool. I won't let anyone stand in my way to the truth. There's one thing in particular that I'm looking for, and I get it right now. Very well. Have the goat testify, and then what? Are you going to cross-examine it? Yep. Such foolishness. Very well, goat. Testify now. Oh, God. Elsie, I want you to know that my voice is dying, and it's all your fault. No hard feelings. Sniff. Grunt, grunt. Achoo! Be prepared, Cadaver. This is the end of the line for you. What can possibly glean from this testimony? Thou art foolish. Don't call me a fool. Only Bo-Kid can say that. You best prove that you aren't foolish. There's two pieces here. Doesn't the note about the poison, the greatest testimony of all time, isn't the greatest testimony of all time the fucking dolphin? They had a fucking dolphin testify through a video camera. Like, what the fuck? I still can't believe they actually did that. Okay, so we are a whale, dolphin. Both things. I mean, if you're asking, did the dolphin kill a guy? You can be like, well, let me just ask you, what kind of dolphin was it? Is it not called a killer whale? Ha ha ha. There you have it. There's a killer. That's because it's a killer whale. So we have two things that we can present here. We could either say Gwen's report says that they sneeze next to flowers, or we could present the other thing, that the tape where we hear them sneezing. I would say we present the report first that says that they sneeze, and then later we say, and we heard them sneeze at this point. Where does it say that? Small, sort of allergic reaction. Okay, let me present this. Zing! I have a feeling I should have pressed those statements, but whatever. You find a contradiction or something? Yeah. You didn't, you're bluffing. Am I? Are you? Am I? Are you? Am I? Are you? No. I should be pressing right now. Oh, I see. Then spit it out already. Like every single, I almost sort of half assumed that every single one of those presses would have been like a 10-minute long ramble between all the characters. What did that goat just do? I don't know. It's go. Wait, that's right, Cadaver. That goat just sneezed. Guess it's sneezing. Ah, shit. Here we fucking go. And it's a fucking remix as well. I fucking love you, Elsie. Oh god, it's here. I've been brighter than anyone. I'm the great and powerful Ouija. Ah! Sorry to say, Cadaver, but that's not the case here. This is where you will be put down. Now then, quit it. Quit being theatrical. Only I do that. That's my thing. Say your point already. Why the peck does it matter if they sneezed? Because, Cadaver, that's not natural. Dance on him, dude. Dance on him. Dance on his fucking grave. Because he's about to be put down. According to the report I have right here, written by Date One, it says, small amounts of poison flowers still seem to trigger them somewhat. They have a sort of electric reaction and sneezing fit when near them. This is odd because a goat pretty much never ever sneezes. That would be sneezing right now unless there were some subcon poison flowers right here, right now. Ah! That still doesn't matter, hat kid. So what if I do have some poison flowers on me? Yeah, this one on my head is a subcon poison flower. I was gonna use it to set off the goat here to escape. Except that plans out the question right now. Well, it still doesn't prove anything. You can't prove that I was right at the crime scene. You can't. It's not possible. You'd need to be a real magician to pull that one off, which you clearly are not. If you're not, then do it. If you are, then do it right now. Show me the evidence. Show me proof that I was at the crime scene. Yeah, you can't do it, I bet. I bet my soul on it. You've bet your soul once at Lost Cadaver. You'd need to bet much more than that. Then I bet my entire being, every atom of myself. You can't prove that. You are bluffing to get me to break. I know it. I know it. I know it. In that case, if I'm wrong, I bet my soul, not just that, I also bet my entire body and the being of Vulcan. That sounds so weird, Bad Cat Kid. You can't just say, I bet my body. I didn't agree to this. I bet the souls of everyone. I bet my spaceship, everything in it. Oh god, don't say that. And I bet this, you betting the Roomba. Everyone in the skyline. No, stop. You can't make that bet. That's too much. You're not bluffing. You're bluffing. Am I? Are you? Am I? Are you? Tell me. No. You think this is over? You think you can trample me like this? You think you're a magician? All you use is tricks. So that's it. Then, after all that fanfare, you think you can accuse me of anything you want? Foolish humans. You really are an idiot. A curse will not end. For someone like you to be able to catch me, you'd have to be a real magician. Are we going to present my attorney's badge? No, I'm an attorney. A real one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, kids, adults, sit back, relax, and behold the great, amazing, fantastical magic of me, the great abracadabra. For my next amazing trick, I will be disappearing from this crime scene as quickly as I enter it. Hold onto your horses and witness my real magic. This isn't some pirate, this isn't some joke. I'm not playing with cards here, folks. This is real magic. Wait, there's someone here. Can't go this way. This can't be happening. I'm surrounded. The teleportation trick can't work if every route is blocked off. You meddling bugs. You think you can contain me? No, the curse will go on and go on and on and on. On and 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 on. Oh God, Elsie, what are you doing? you should know I'm gonna voice act this. Okay. Jesus, fuck. Hang on. I think you used your camera shift sound effect a bit too much. No, I think it was fine. Because that's exactly what happens in Ace Attorney 2. In Ace Attorney, they also just way overdo the breakdown. And none. It's over, Kadabra. You've been caught. Aren't we still missing one last piece of evidence? I mean, we proved that he had the poison thing on his head, but we didn't actually connect that to the crime scene. Like right now it doesn't actually mean anything because we didn't... what we needed was... I was expecting there to be one more thing where you had to present something, and you present the first tape. Because the first tape shows that a goat was sneezing during the crime, while the crime happened. So right now it doesn't actually mean anything if we didn't connect it to the crime. All we've proven is that he's got some poison stuff with him, which doesn't mean anything. So why did we not do... Oh, we get to that. Okay, it's happened to someone as great as me. I realize now I've been caught. No way around that. Because, I mean, I assumed that the breakdown and the way it looks right now, that it kind of is the end, but okay. I've been caught. No way around that. My reign has come to an end. The curse is going to be broken. But why? Why must it be like this? I just want to be the world's best magician, but you meddling bugs kept interfering. If it wasn't for you meddling bugs, the windmill workers ridiculed me and I showed the magic everyone. None of you ever appreciate my magic, and now I'm going to burn you in subcon. Davra, you're a serial killer. You've taken countless lives. I imagine your magic would have been great. All you needed to do was use it to not hurt people. Killing is a crime, you know this. Yes, you're right. Shouldn't have hurt those who made fun of me, those who disrespect my magic. They didn't deserve that. What I do, though, I need to repent for the sins I've committed. I'm not a magician. I'm not just a trickster. I've been upstaged by you, Hat Kid. I can see that now. My magic is nothing but tricks and gimmicks, but yours is the real deal. I'm Kadabra. I've taken many lives. I killed every member of the windmill workforce, then tried to cover it up. I would have continued without you stopping me, but you never would have caught me, not without the help of Bokid. She helped me. She helped me set up the entire thing, giving me a game plan. She helped me blend in as Pali's Mayaka. Mayaka? Magica? 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 That's where Magica is from. It's Magica. Oh god, why did it take me the entire thing to realize it was Magica? But at the same time, she left traps for me to fall into, things leading to my defeat. Told you couldn't sneak that past me. I'm gonna find it eventually. She left the idea on Magica's body. She left the hats there so I could be caught. I thought I locked the back. Magica is also Sanskrit for magic. Oh my god, I knew it. I thought I locked the back, but Bokid must have left it open. This was all a setup to catch me, and it worked. Bokid, did you set up this entire crime? You're the reason why the entire windmill crew was killed. I am, Hatkit. Do you know the pains of a defense attorney? One like you, who searches only for the truth. I want to find the truth, but you're strong-willed enough to shoulder the weight of that truth. I'm the reason Kadavra struck again. I did what I had to, ensuring everything was set up so he could be caught. I was his accomplice. Solely that I may catch him and probably prosecute him in subcon. I was waiting for the perfect chance to strike him down. How can I smile at a time like this, you may ask? Without a soul. I don't feel any remorse for this. I did my job, I caught the criminal. At the same time, I forced you into a situation where you had to adapt and prove the killer on the spot. Why would I do such a thing? Because you're the one who will reignite the spirit of justice. Somewhat title drop for a different game. There is a case in Subcon Forest which you must take, but you are not yet ready even now. I cannot... this is like... What is it? In World of Warcraft Legion add-on, there is the Odin guy, and Odin wants to prove that you're correct. So you need to do... He says, you need to do these 4 tests for me. And you do the 4 tests, and he's like... You've done the 4 tests, and I told you you'd be worthy if you did the 4 tests. But you're not worthy. So you have to go into his fucking dungeon, kill him in the dungeon, beat him in single combat. He's like, you've beaten me in combat. No one has ever done that. But you're not ready. And then you have to prove himself fucking again on world quests. We have to do world quests where it's like, can you prove yourself you're worthy to Odin by doing this world quest? You do the fucking world quest, and then afterwards, you do the fucking raid, and then the raid, he's also like, we need to defeat Helya, but you're not worthy. Fight me again. I need to fight him again to show him you're worthy. And after that, he's like, I'm still not sure you're worthy, but fuck it. Like, come on. How often do I have to prove myself before I'm worthy? It's like most Zelda games are also like 30 hours of proving yourself worthy, and then you get the Master Sword or the Light Arrows, and then you just beat the boss and win the game. Like, come on, guys. Why do I have to prove myself worthy so much? Okay. You are not yet ready, even now. I cannot say you're ready for such a case, but this case affects all of us. Headkid, if you do not solve this case, all of Subcon, all of the world, and the galaxy may fall into ruin. Are you prepared to shoulder such a burden? Are you prepared to find the truth, to end all truths, one that will bring justice back for everyone? Only twice, get 3 4. I mean, now I've done it 3 times on a case that she set up, so I don't know. Kadabra was arrested. He's been taken down to Subcon. Headkid learned that Bokid was a Subcon prosecutor that is hired on a case-by-case basis. She works for Snatcher. I said she doesn't have a soul anymore. You guys didn't believe me. And this case is based on contracts. Despite all of this, Headkid invited Bokid back to spaceship. She reluctantly accepted. So Bokid is not gonna actually get thrown into prison or anything? Good morning, Alpine Skies. This is Sky High Radio, bringing you the best of morning radios. The day is April 16th, it's a Friday, the time is 6 AM on the dot. My name is Alan Freebird, I'll be your host today, Sky High listeners. Let's get our day started with our hot beverage of choice. Let's get in a good wake-up routine. Let's start out the day with the news. This just in, the previous chief of police turned out to be a fake. It was actually the ruling police have been looking for all along. Abracadabra. The Cadabra curse is at an end, all thanks to the efforts of Ace Attorneys Headkid and Bokid. Everyone cheered for them, even though Bokid was totally the reason that 7 people just got killed. I mean, Snatcher might not care, but the police was right there. Why doesn't police care? Whatever. They caught me an Ace Attorney, but I'm a prosecutor. Someone give that guy a pay cut. I think such a harsh penalty for a mistake like that is needed. Maybe not. I mean, she was an accomplice to 7 murders. What the fuck? So how do you tell me? You were awfully confident that you were gonna win, but you broke before you presented your evidence. So what evidence were you gonna present? Well, about that. I did have one planned. Yeah, I did have one planned. I really did. It was the first security tape. The girl in that tape was sneezing near dead one, which means the poison flower got onto them. But that only proves the dead one. Now we're gonna prove the other ones? I don't have to prove that if he fucking snapped. It wasn't actually. Yeah, of course I wasn't actually. I know Headkid. I know Ace Attorney better than Ace Attorney knows himself. I didn't have anything to prove that he did those ones. I did it entirely off of confidence and bluffing. That's how an Ace Attorney does it. We're just gonna bluff until the bad guy is like, oh, you got me. I confess. And I'm like, I didn't actually have the evidence, but he confessed, so got him. You're an idiot, you know that? Yep. But I'm the most smug idiot you'll find around. My smug face was so powerful that he broke down and told us who he was. It's always befitting of an Ace Attorney to literally bluff a... Literally, that's a mistypo on literally again. We're up to like 13 or 14, I didn't actually count that well. Bluff a killer into being caught. That's impressive. Like I said, you don't need evidence to prove someone wrong. That's not exactly how I meant it. Anyways, why are we watching Silver Samurai? We watched the Nickel Samurai first, because Silver Samurai is better than Nickel Samurai 2. If you go for like a month, you missed like 4 episodes. I've been busy. Yeah, well, now you're not, right? You got back to Snatcher. Huh? But you just got back. My contract was to find a real cadaver. Snatcher doesn't like being wrong. When he learned we indicted the wrong person, he was quite upset. He even ate 2 whole pints of ice cream. Oh no, he didn't. 2? Yep, 2 whole pints. However, now that my contract is fulfilled, you know what that means, right? Get your soul back? No, silly. I have to go back to get my next contract. This one is finished, expired now. Now I just get my next job. It's an endless cycle of repeating. It's just part of the job, you know? When you finish with one, you don't celebrate, you don't get to relax. No soul means no rest. You know the drill. You've been through once before, haven't you, Hattie? Yeah, but why don't you just fight him like I did? Become a lot more powerful since then due to my foolishness. The final fight is gonna be against Snatcher, and we're gonna indict him and free Bulkhead. The more contracts that I finish, the stronger he gets. You really think you'd be able to get him with the blue attack again? I don't have to get him with the blue attack again. I know how to cheat. I could despawn him. Just give me version 1.0 and I'm gonna despawn him. Really, you just walk into a trap of his like I did, right? Seems more extreme than I was in. I lost the case, that's what happened. I lost the case? Why is it that big a deal? It was around a month ago in Subcon. I started acting as defense attorney. Started taking jobs, saved many people, proved so many innocent people as not guilty. There are no defense attorneys Subcon. Do you know why? Snatchers rule all those who offend the guilty are just as guilty as the defendant. Usually after clients, I mean, yeah, that's a thing as well that happened in 1896, right? I got pinged actually, by the way. Need to very quickly look at this. Oh god, who pinged me? Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a second. Should you have your client receive a guilty verdict, your soul is forfeit and Snatcher does whatever he wishes for what he wishes for with your soul, okay? In my case, I prosecuted in Subcon, the worst fate for someone who only cares about the truth. Sometimes, Hattie, you realize that the truth isn't always so lenient on you. So I lost the case. My body may be here, but my soul is still back in Subcon. Even if I get back, I've gone through trials and tribulations. It was a shit game. No, it wasn't, by the way. It wasn't, I'm just kidding. There's always been tainted, cursed to live as a demon, who curses the innocent. Because I'm already a demon. Yet you are connected to me. We share a sort of dual destinies. Can you stop it? Can you stop it? No, Elsie, you can't keep doing this. I'm simply waiting as a demon, waiting to be saved by the spirit of justice. And only then will there be justice for all. You can't keep this. No, this is. You're not allowed to do that. You're not. I forbid you from doing that in the next case. Okay, I forbid you. You can't do that. Listen, lady, I'm not a charity. I don't give out free handouts to just any poor soul that got themselves in a pickle, you get me? Oh, but you simply must listen. Understand that, of course. I have quite a payment for you, one of the little soulless prosecutors. Was that soulless with 1 L? Because there should be 2 L's, by the way. I mean, that's a count. That's a typo. Oh, yeah, and what's that? I don't suppose you know who the defendant is. What does it matter? Don't waste my time. The defendant is Hat Kid. She's the one who stole from me. If you can prove this well guilty with your soulless. That's soulless with 2 L's, so you do know how it goes well, huh? The Hat Kid's soul is all yours. Sounds good. Well, you just sold me. That kid's soul, perfect. I got my little minion, Bo Kid, to prove her guilty. What a lovely despair-filled turmoil. I suppose I'll be taking a trip to the metro. Booking me a ticket, will ya? Of course, anything for respected Snatcher. Anything for a prince. Call me a prince again and the deal is off. Now then, I'll be over. Eventually. A Hat Kid. Ace Attorney, Hat and Crime, Case 4, Turnabout Like a Dragon, coming sometime eventually. Yay. I already upvoted it, by the way, so sure.